A few moments later.
Being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go, but I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go. I'm watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. Yeah, I don't mind the path that I had to walk, and I don't mind all those words that I had to talk, and I don't mind all those flings that I had to fling, and some of those words I spoke I just had to sing. I just had to bring the best that I had to give, and being tested by these blessings that I had to live, changing dressings on the scars that I had within. It's a daily operation, you just gotta grin before it gets too grim and life pins you in. You gotta think like a shark and show your fins, whether alone in the dark or with an audience. Believe you're the hottest commodity since the iPhone lobotomy. You follow me? I'm hoping probably. I'm talking openly and don't know where the road could be. The crosshairs, the red dot, or the poison drip. So take a message from this song, is all I have to give. I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go, but I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go, but I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. They leave you in the rain, then hang you out to dry. I wonder how so many people get by. And then one day you wake up and start to realize that anyone you know could be called up at any time. Can't press rewind, can't flip the tape, so might as well not live in the past and dwell on hate. People talk strange shit to get to the gate, and if you know me well, you know I call them doors of fate. I take what I need, but not too much. I never open the door if the handle was hot to the touch. You gotta find an alternate way out of the flames. They want you in the spotlight, they want you just to take the blame, but all the same, it's like a wheel with these fucking hipsters. Instead of more rappers, we could use more active listeners. But I don't mind that a lot of things are actually happening, cause I'm a music slave and this is what I'm coming strapped with. Cause I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go, but I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go, but I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go, but I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain.
All right, everybody. We need to know more about where our food comes from, what is all around us, how we interact with the planet. You just can't separate yourself at some point, guys. Welcome to Monday Night, the Indoor Farmer, guys, episode 109. Let's go. It is October 30th, 2023. Getting ready for All Hallows Eve. I already had some snow here in Illinois. The dreaded S word. Guys, if you could, from the deepest depths of our hearts, if you could please hit that like button, smash the like button. Nay, I say, obliterate that like button. Let's get this party started. Share the show with your friends. And we've got a good show for you planned tonight, guys. As always, I have Siir SteveO with me. Happy Monday evening, brother.
Hey, how's it going, man? I forgot to turn my light on. We're officially live on air.
I thought you were going to say something like, I forgot we were going live. Nice. We got Mama Val in the house. What's up, everybody? What's up, Michelle? What's up, Johnny Miranda? I saw Ty pop through. Samuel, what's up? What's up, everybody?
And let me send out a special thanks to Matt Anderson for the sponsorship and all the good he does in our community as well.
I appreciate that. I actually what I've been doing is I've been really working hard to find him new people that haven't gone through the process of sitting with him and talking to him about all the stuff. Because really, what does it matter to me other than, oh, sure, he's a sponsor? But what I really want to do is I want to find ways that people can learn more about products, even if say they don't end up being a lifelong purchaser of some product of Matt's. Matt is still willing to sit there and go through the whole process and help you learn about it. You know what I mean? So yeah. I appreciate that. What's up, Misty? What's up, Johnny?
Hey, I like the new background you're using too, by the way. What does everybody think? You like it? It's cool.
It is. It's I don't know. It's mesmerizing. It's thought provoking. There's so much. There's depth to it. It's just like it's insane. It's not only moving, but like it just there's some depth back there. You know what I mean?
I like it.
Yeah. What's up, Brenda? I see Brenda was over on the Rumble as well. Appreciate that. I got we got both mine and Siir SteveO's Rumble going. We are live on Kick. I want to check in on Kick at some point because I want to see how what that's all about. It's kind of a weird setup, man. Like I don't put in like start a new live. It's like the same screen. I just change the name and go live again. It's very strange. It's hard to describe. But anyway, guys, we come on, bring them in, tag them in. We got Samuel up in here. What's up, bro? We like the background. I want to build you another logo also. Okay. Need your insight one of these days. I actually, that's very fun. I actually really have stop for a second. I've gotten into building logos for people just for fun, little simple ones. I've done a couple. I do need an update though. SteveO will remember that I actually drew that one to start with. I got to boast a little bit. Somebody put together. I did draw it first out of my own noggin, and then the Happy Hippie Head Shop, the fine. I believe I don't think Stacy does that much, so it had to be the Free Spirit Gypsy Soul.
Yeah, Gypsy.
Yeah, okay, that's for sure. And I think they do great work too. But I don't use the headset anymore, so I may have sort of grown out of it per se. So yeah, I'm all for it. Samuel, we'll talk about it. What's up, Mr. Burns in the house?
Mr. Burns, what's up?
I tagged him and he came in and he commented. I can appreciate that, Mr. Burns. I looked back in your stories and seen the progression. Oh, well, interesting. Some of your collections not take a spotlight, do it for fun. I think I may understand what you're saying there, Samuel, but yeah, I'm all for it. I usually leave all my content open for people to what they call remix or you can take somebody's, have you seen them? I don't really watch the remixes, but people do this where you have the second video of you sort of like commentating what you're watching, I guess. I don't know.
Or laughing at the video or whatever it may be.
Looking weird at them.
Yeah.
you know. So SteveO, tonight it's supposed to be really cold out. I decided to go out and I brought all my bud inside, guys, everything hanging from this recent harvest. Because I honestly, I don't even know if there's a problem with this. We're going to get into it tonight. Is there a problem with? I mean, it's over 2 weeks dried. So what would the cold have done? Really, what do you think?
Well, the plant stopped growing a while back. I'm
Right.
sure as soon as it got into the 30s at some point, if it did by you. But I don't think it hurt anything, because I even know people that don't chop their plants and hang them. They just let them dry out in the pot.
No.
I know people that do that. And then I know one guy too that doesn't even do any trimming. Once it's dry, he just puts it all into a big bin. And then when he needs weed, he trims it. He doesn't go into trim jail with all of his plants. He literally puts them in a big bin. And then as he needs a quarter ounce, an ounce, whatever, he'll just trim up some branches real quick.
That's interesting. So he must have it somewhat controlled in a way that it's not going to like cause I mean, because I don't see where mold would be a factor if it's dried out.
Right.
But I don't know. It's interesting though. What's up, Ty?
I found some old weed from last year in a bucket in my room when I cleaned up, and I smoked it. All I did was gave it a little bit of moisture. I gave it a little moisture with a tortilla, and I had it in one day. I had it smokable. So I think that you will be just fine. I don't think you'll have any problems.
I brought it inside, and it's all sort of stacked up on a big table that I cleaned off and stuff. So I'm going to be getting to that, and I might even pull some out here at the end of the show just to sit here and trim. I meant to have a big bud here trimming it, but you guys, not everyone's seen, trim jail. When I started the show, I didn't know what that was, so
you found out.
Yeah, well, I did. And honestly, it's not that bad. A lot of people do say they like it and stuff, but it is time consuming. I don't trim it as well as I would if I was trying to, say, sell it to a dispensary, if I was a craft grower or something like that. I'm new to it all also. Anything is good to see. Samuel, hell, I mean, I'll grab a bud here in a little bit, but I do have a short video to play from what I did. I didn't actually share it in yet. Let's see. Hope everybody's doing well. We did have a good game night last night. It was kind of long. Albeit it did teach me a few things on what I could make faster. And I think I say that every week, but I change it every week as well. So I add something that complicates it. But all in all, I think it was fun. So definitely go check that out if you haven't yet. And I do move all the videos to their own channel on Rumble. So if you're over on Rumble, feel free to follow the other channels. That's a tongue twister in itself. Sergio, What's up?
What's up, sir?
I would like to see the bud structure. Well, John, everybody's, we'll wait until I show you this video, and then I'll go get one here before we show you the certified segment. Let's mute this. We'll get into it. So I got so I took some basil out of the aquaponics system. It's not the healthiest looking basil there. And that could be partially because I was still getting the pH in order. So anyway, took it out, shoved it in with these potatoes, and we're going to see what happens.
Hey,
we're going to see what happens. We got some mint here. The mint is going crazy. I got to find something to do with the mint. But you got basil and mint, and there's mint in the system too, which is kind of a bad thing because mint is going to go insane. Especially like it's already much bigger. Like the leaves inside the aquaponic system are way bigger than the leaves of the mint. It's not, and it's obvious when you look at them. Love to learn when do I cut and when I don't cut. Michelle, that's a good question. Let's tell you about it. So when you cut, well, I guess I have questions then. Are you asking about when you cut, like when you trim things off of your plant? What's up, Heather? Heather Hatzel in the house. How are you? Michelle, are you asking about? Hey, we got Cullen in the house.
What up, bro?
SteveO, what were you saying?
Oh, I was just noticing that how green your little plants there are the little cannabis plants. They're looking good.
The little tops. Yeah, you remember this was what, last week when I stuck those in there.
Wow.
Right? I think it was last Monday, and the third one, it was slightly newer, but those two on the left, the one closest to us and the one on the left, those have been there a week at least, so they're definitely soaking something up. They're sucking something up there. What's up, Cullen? Michelle says, yes, when do I trim up a plant and when to cut the flowers? So the flowers, that's going to be an obvious process after you change the lighting cycle, Michelle. So you do that yourself. You could actually let a plant continue to veg for a very long time. I've done it so far. It's not great for the plant unless you're, everything else is dialed in and you're really being careful with it. If you just let the plants live for too long, it's not good. Was that you? Were you with me, SteveO? Somebody was telling me they had a mother plant for 4 years.
Oh, who was that? Someone told
That's
told us.
intense. I'm like, man, 4 years. That's you feel like it would degrade before that, but it didn't.
4 years, and then he got tired of it. Whoever it was that said it. Yeah.
I gotta check something. I think my water might still be on.
Uh-oh. We don't want no overflows with all the fans. Well, they're off the ground blowing though. When it's too long, says Michelle. When it's too long, I'm not sure exactly what you mean. To harvest? Is that what you mean? When do I cut and when I don't cut? Oh, okay. Well, typically you cut the plant by checking the trichomes with a little jeweler's loop, Michelle. That's usually a good way of doing that. You check the trichomes, which are the little glistening little glands that you see that is all the little sugar all over the place. If you zoom in on those with a microscope of some kind, like a jeweler's loop, they're only about $5.99. Look in there and check the trichomes. Look to see if they're cloudy and look to see if they have any amber. If they're cloudy, that means that you're at the highest THC percentage that the plant will produce. And if they go from cloudy to amber and start to have even a little amber, that means that it's starting to produce what's called CBN. And the longer you let that plant continue to mature, the more CBN it's going to have, which is going to give you that sleepy couch lock effect. Even if it's a sativa. Even if it's a sativa, guys, if you let it go out longer than it's supposed to, and then you end up with a plant that has lots of CBN, and it won't feel like a sativa. So anyway, if that answers your question, Michelle, if you have any other questions, feel free to go ahead and ask. And if I know the answer, I'll tell you. And if I don't know the answer, I'll steer you to someone who does, or we'll figure it out, one or the other.
Yeah, thanks, SteveO. Can you hear me?
Barely. Did you leave it on?
I think I turned it the wrong direction.
Oh,
I don't remember leaving it on, but yeah, I think I thought I was shutting it off. And anyway,
well, good. No disasters. That's all that matters.
Well, this room has a drain and stuff, so it's the best room to have the aquaponics. It just, the water's not a problem in here.
You're welcome, Sam.
A little bit came out. One fish was on the ground. There might be more, but you know what? There's like a couple hundred guppies in there, so we're good. You're going to see those here in a minute, actually.
Yeah, Michelle, if you want to send a picture of the zoomed in through the jeweler's loop, I can tell you. But if you're just going to take a picture of the plant, I can only guess whether it's ready. That's about all I could do. But if you zoom in with the jeweler's loop and take that picture, then I can tell you if it's ready or not.
Tasha, are you talking about I couldn't tell if she was saying this one was yellowing. There is a little bit of that. Those big leaves that are on these are definitely going to be coming off. You're going to see new growth coming out of the center, and
I would clip those. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to. Gonna have to.
Ooh, well.
Yeah, man. I've chopped these back a lot actually. And the color of the leaves are discolored inside there and stuff. So I honestly I don't know. I don't think I have the space, but I'm really just what I'm attempting here is I'm trying to get a cucumber to grow in a small space. There's 3 different cucumber plants there that are all growing inside that system. I should probably cut one of them out, or 1 or 2 of them, but I'm seeing what I can do. That's not great. I have an ape. One is a baby, and it's a little green light to yellowish. You have an ape.
One is a baby, and it's a little green light to yellowish. Oh, you have an ape, like a grape ape plant? Is that what you're talking about?
It could be.
That's probably it.
I remember the cartoon. Remember the cartoon?
Green light to yellowish. How old is the plant? There's all kinds of stuff I'd have to know to tell you.
Right.
Yep.
The strain is ape. Okay. Samuel says, asked me if I don't use a tent. Yeah, I actually have a tent, but the tent's kind of old, and it was a hand-me-down that's got some problems. So I don't really like to use the zipper. Yeah, I just use the open space. Now, in veg, it's not nearly as big of an issue. In flower, I did flower indoors in the open space, and you can. It's just that you're going to lose a little bit of that power that you have.
Yes.
So it's more costly. It's all about how much energy you're using to get the buds at least the size that's smokable. Speaking of which, I have a bag now full of what I did grow, and it's not even big enough for me to like worry about trimming. I just stripped it all off of the branches, put it into a bag, and I'm going to bubble hash it somewhere. So
that's what's up. That's the best way to do it, man, especially since you're a dabber. Yeah. Oh, can you go back real quick? No, that's the 180 back kick,
those
right?
Those are the 180 back kicks. Yeah, I actually did want to kind of go back a little bit.
Yeah, I wanted to see those better. Purple.
So I have a couple of videos throughout this too that I did some trimming and stuff. They are getting a little tall. There's one of them that I cut back way more than the other ones to see what happens, and you can see it. The back right.
Yes.
That's the purple one is the short one.
But they're purple because of the light, right? It's not. They're not.
Yes. When I say purple, I mean the cup color. There's 4 cups. Each one has a color. Got orange, green, blue, and purple.
That's right.
So they're sort of kept separate that way.
Nice.
I just didn't know if I could say grape ape. Oh, I see.
Yeah, you can say it.
Got military minded on the Rumble. What's up, bro? Hell yeah, guys. Go over to Rumble if you haven't yet. Definitely check us out. Go hit that like button and comment inside the Rumble. If we can get it popping, I'll be more likely to do some kind of giveaway.
Nice.
Only on the Rumble, though. Okay, so they're ready for flower, honestly. Like I don't want to let it get that much bigger. So I need to clean that other. I got to do some cleaning and trimming and get stuff out of the way, so that I can move these in. So that's my next goal here.
Well, you're semi-perpetual now.
Yeah, more or less. And I have space to do it. I just don't have it set up. What's up, Dave?
Taters.
During the bud, is it better in jars or bags? What's your opinion? Well, I have done both. Not very much on the jars. I've done the grove bags mostly since I started, and I like them. SteveO, you probably done mostly jars or what?
I've always done jars, but I just got some grove bags, and I took my supply that I'm using and I put it into a 1 ounce grow bag, and it actually revitalized the bud. So I'm really looking forward to using the grove bags with my harvest.
I really like them. I do. I'm not huge on plastics because we seem to become too reliant on plastic these days, but the grove bags seem to be really worth it.
I think it is. And, jars are expensive. Grove bags are not. Grove bags are only $2 or $3 a bag, roughly, to where, if you go out and buy a 12-pack of jars, you're going to spend $45.
Now, you're saying that if you want them uniform and if you want them jars that you can, suck the air out? I don't know what the term is, vacuum seal. Is that what you mean? Or because I save my jars now. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I have a jar that's a decent jar with a lid that I used that had food in it, I wash that out and I keep it now. So my cupboard's full of glass jars, and I have all the lids saved in the drawer there. It was like, man, at some point, like this was probably a year ago, I was like, I've been throwing these away for years.
Yeah.
These are like good cups. They're good for all sorts of things. Yes, glass is dangerous. You got to be careful with glass. That's really the only downside. I thought to myself, like, why did we ever switch from using glass, cups to drink out of? And it's probably because of the danger. They break,
Well, having a bunch of glass jars laying around too, it takes up a lot more space. Like a pound of Bud in glass jars would be like probably 16, 17 jars.
That's
to where
true.
you can put it in one bag and set it over in the corner.
Yeah, that's true. You do want to kind of shake the buds. You want to shake the bag a little bit.
Yeah, so they don't stick to each other. Yeah, makes sense.
But Mike's saying he can get some jars pretty cheap, but those are kind of smaller jars, canning jars. When you're talking about pounds of bud, buying a pound size Grove bag is, I think, $10 here. It might be $12. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to say one way or the other is better. I think you're going to have people that do both still. There's some people that still won't go to the Grove bags.
Let's just say either one works, and we'll agree with that, right?
Yeah. Well, I will say that the glass jars do take more work. You got to burp them.
Yep.
You got to keep up with them. You got to be careful as you're burping them, because every day you got to move them all. And moving that many glass jars, you may drop one. Dropping the Grove bag isn't gonna hurt too much.
Johnny Miranda, he uses the ragu jars.
The ragu jars. Okay. So yeah, Dave, I'm sure that's a point of contention for a lot of people. Mike says gallon. Yeah, like I still have a bunch of jars, Mike. I have a big pickle jar that I saved. It's a giant pickle jar. It's got to be a gallon size or more. But yeah, I definitely wanted to use it. Now I don't want my weed to smell like pickles, so I had it soaking, and I made sure it's been a long time.
That's that Rick and Morty bud.
That weed bud, yeah, pickle bud. I don't know if you noticed that. You didn't see the boss fight yesterday, but I called him Pixel Rick because he's a pixelated picture. It's an NFT that I own, who is also my my profile picture on Twitter. So it's this dog, and it's pixelated, and he's got two swords, So I made him the boss.
Who won last night?
Jimmy Mead. We gave Jimmy Mead the title. I'll be honest, I did not. It was not the best as far as like a clear way to score people. But Jimmy came up as like the MVP, man. Like everyone had him in their fight. He helped a whole bunch of people get through their fights.
I was there for that.
Yeah. So, just figured that made sense.
Oh, yes.
And next week is going to be the conclusion of that. So it'll be the winner's circle to fight. But let me tell you about what we're looking at here. So I showed a little closer up picture of the basil to the left. I'm going to see what I can do with that. Okay. Even though basil takes a lot more water than potatoes do, I'm sort of watering the basil in the corner there.
That's why it's a little yellow, probably.
No, this is how it looks when it came in. This is real fresh when I first put it in there. So it was because of the aquaponics system. There was something that the pH, since it was still trying to get the pH right, a lot of plants suffered, but some of them powered through it. It's kind of interesting to see. Mm-hmm. But what you're looking at here is potatoes and sweet potatoes. And then in the right corner, you have green onions.
Oh.
So I just bought those from the store, and I stuck them in there.
Hell yeah.
Then of course, you got the basil to the left.
Yep, because you can take cuts and stuff and root them from the grocery store. It's just you're going to be growing grocery store product instead of real food, I guess they say. Like you want seeds, I guess, to grow the nutrient rich. That's what I mean, not real food. But
maybe I know with onions, it's it depends on what you're putting in the soil and what the nutrients are,
Yeah.
So for like the potatoes I've been growing, it came from a store potato. I think that sweet potato was as well.
Well,
So
I think it's just as good, probably.
it would be hard for me though to find a clean potato seed, which would be like these smaller potatoes. Like where would you go? Like straight to a farmer somewhere? Like you'd have to in order to find what you think is like a clean seed for potatoes. Or think of it this way, like who would I go to find basil that's not from the store? Well, I get seeds, but the store sells seeds as well. So I don't know. I mean, I see them at Kroger's. It's funny that nobody buys them. You can buy seeds with your link card right there at Kroger's, right there at the grocery store. What's up, Michael Gray? Sorry, brother, I didn't. I just missed that comment. How are you, man?
What's up? We got double Michaels.
Yeah, we got several Michaels all around the world. So I'll keep it moving. I'll keep it moving. I got this little bin, sort of little garden. Here's a little close-up video of the mint. See, I got a lot of mint there. I need to get rid of it. Some of it looks a little funny, like little crispy spots or something.
Yeah.
Could be flyers, could be different things, but I think I've cut down a lot on the flyers, but there's still a few. Gnats or something. It's gonna be hard to keep. So right here on the left, just next to the black plastic, you'll see a small plant there. It looks like it's dying.
Yeah.
That's mustard. And then to the right, next to the mint, is more mustard. You see how it's a different color green?
Yep.
That's mustard leaf. But you look at that mint, and man, that's the mint that's growing right in the system. And look at the difference. Look at how huge those mint leaves are.
Jeez.
They're insane. So like I could dry mint up and do different things with it. So we'll see. I've heard I could dry it up and then I could use it as like a powder to put around areas that I want insects to stay out and stuff like that. Of course, I still got some carrots. I got this one radish, a single radish that I keep picking leaves off as they grow, and you can eat radish leaves. It's a microgreen. So I don't even need to eat the radish inside. The same thing goes with the carrots. The other ones, the big, tall, skinny ones inside that pot there, those are all carrots. So I just as they grow, I pick them and eat them, put them in stuff. So there you go. It's getting kind of crowded though, man. I gotta make some moves. Now look at these leaves. It's kind of like there's just, I don't know, too high of nitrogen in the system. pH might be off a little bit. What's up, Doc? Doc Holiday's in the house.
Doc Holiday. Alex Jordan, Mythic Genetics. What's up, brother?
What's up? What's up, Alex? Thanks for coming by, bro. So here's the pH down I'm using, the API one. And here's me trying to open it with one hand.
And right-handed at the same time.
Yeah, you'll see I made some adjustments here. Okay, this isn't working. Okay, not working.
Okay, try this.
Okay, let me try it. No, that's not gonna. Okay,
Under the armpit.
Here we go. Oh, switch hands. The switching of the
I knew it. I was like, use your left hand, lefty.
Well, I actually ended up using both hands. I just put it. It was like right next to the. Oh no, I had it. No. I used it between. I put it between my legs.
Assistance.
That's what I did. So this is, I'm just pouring a little bit in there because I did a pH test, as you're going to see here in a little bit, and it didn't go below 7.3. So I'm like, nah, it's higher than I want, so we need to go down a little bit.
What are you aiming for, 6.5 or 7.0?
Well, with the aquarium, it's tough. Like 6.5 to 6.8, I'm happy.
Yeah, I would say that
6.5 is a little high even for the aquarium, but I'm okay stressing the fish out because there's so many of them, like, I guess that may not be a great philosophy. What I mean is if a few guppies die, but they're still breeding like crazy, then I don't think that's what's going to happen. It's just like, I was just calculating, I want the plants to be a little happier.
Right.
You know, like that basil that I was just shaking around, that one had fought a lot too as I was pHing the water. So I may take that whole thing out. There's the mint, the smaller mint. There's the 180s. Need to do a little more trim on those. That back one there, I did move these around. I adjusted them. Got that back one to put it under the fan so it wasn't going to touch. At least not yet. There's that lone radish, some carrots in there. This basil plant here, though, produces big leaf basil. I've been using it for like sandwiches and stuff. 6.8 on aquariums. That's what I was thinking, Alex. But when you're talking about just an aquarium, maybe. But aquaponics is different. You're sort of finding a balance between the two. And 6.8, I think, can work for a lot of plants for sure. Now, when you use aquaculture, which would have plants in the aquarium, those are different, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but the plants that are in the aquarium underwater, they're producing oxygen for the fish. They're doing other things. I don't think it's the same. So a little feeding for you guys, a little frenzy action.
There we go.
Like they really do go crazy. I think they got to worry about the other fish. You know, am I going to get a bite to eat?
They grab one, run away, eat it, and come back.
Yeah, they just take bites off of it too, because these are kind of bigger. They're like these big chips, kind of.
Yeah. Man, they're going off.
You could just watch it all day. Seriously.
It is pretty relaxing and calming to watch an aquarium, especially when it's growing wide.
All right. Boots and fishing, boots and fishing, boots and fishing. Oh.
Boots and fish.
I should put a boot in there. They need a boot in the water.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, your pH would be perfect with a leather boot in there.
Maybe. Might be just the thing.
You never know. Put a boot in it, guys.
Those bricks are bricks I found outside. I washed them, and I built this sort of thing inside there. You can find those on my early episodes. Everyone still out there. At some point, I found this little spot in the bottom where they were just going nuts. Yeah, there we go. So one of those is a big, like a catfish, eating poop and stuff. And then you got some fancy guppies in there. You got regular guppies, male and female. They're all interguppying and up together. Look what they did. That poor turtle. The turtle never did nothing to them. It's mean guppies. They kind of remind you of the sperm in Look Who's Talking. You know, remember that, SteveO?
Look Who's Talking. That was John Travolta, Kirstie Alley.
Yeah, don't all the swarming little guppies at the bottom remind you of the little sperms trying to get into the egg?
Oh, at the beginning, yeah.
That's what it reminds me of, like little tadpoles. Who didn't play with tadpoles as a kid, you know? Like little boys playing in the creek. Some tadpoles. I mean, I don't know. It's probably not the best place to be playing these days. Doc says, bubble guppies at the bottom will remind you of the to get you a few frogs and put in there. Oh, frogs would probably, you'd think they might get out, wouldn't you? I don't know. Doc, how are you though? By the way, Doc, how are you since the surgery? I try not to bother people when they're, in the middle of it, but let us know. How's it going? Looks like you're here and you're saying hello and you're talking in the comments, so I'm happy for that. Let's go. It was picking you up. Oh, I was getting your voice to. Man, I was watching some disturbing stuff lately on like the information that's being tracked of you that's not recorded but that's still being used. They call it ephemeral data. Ephemeral data, man. I don't want to go too deep in that rabbit hole, but basically Google can tell us stuff about us that we don't even know. And the same thing goes with Facebook. If you don't have a Facebook, if you say I'm not on Facebook, you still have a Facebook profile. Every time someone mentions your name or your phone number or any data about you anywhere, they're capturing that, even if you don't have an account there, and they're creating these shadow accounts, man. There's some intense stuff, man. There's just intense. It's crazy. What's up, Jenny Trailer? Jenny on the block is on the block. Johnny Miranda, I'll be in for my second injection on my back tomorrow. Ooh, back injections. That doesn't sound fun at all. Guys, I take all the trimmings and all the clippings and I feed them to the worms. I have a worm bin. Use that worm bin. Throw all the vegetation. Oh, here we go. First person. Some first person action here. Oh, yeah, the water's like right up at the brim now. Not in this video. It's like all the way up at the top. So yeah, I get water out of there. I try not to get any fish when I do this. Water the plants, man. Give a little bit to the basil. Oh yeah.
A little bit of that 6.8.
Well, I don't think it's 6.8 right now, but I did put some more of the pH down in there, so hopefully it helps. Hopefully it helps. Try to reach it. I couldn't barely reach. I got it.
I got it.
I gotta go, Coach. I gotta go. You remember Cool Runnings?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Coach, what? I gotta go.
Gotta go.
What? You gotta what? I gotta go, Coach. John Candy. What's up, Mandy Walker in the house? What's up, girl? How are you? I tagged you and your sis. Twins. Or you say you're twin? Yeah, you're twins, right? I'm a twin as well. I feel the twin powers unite. Although my twin isn't here watching ever. You know, you don't ever see her around. Where's she at? None of my family watches me. They must be like disgusted by my ability to do something on my own. I don't know. That was kind of harsh. That's okay. If you guys are out there shadow watching me, appreciate that too. Hate watching, that's cool too. I don't mind those. Do that all day. So here I am moving the one that's sort of smaller, I guess. It's only smaller because I trimmed it down more than the other ones. It's going to be more bushy. I'm doing all this with like my foot. I had to move this because the fan was bumping the plant, which I thought was fine, but it was actually making the leaves like weird shaped and curled up and stuff by where it was touching them.
No.
Let me throw this massive anaconda off to the side here. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have growing on at the moment. But it is stuff I've been eating out of, so I appreciate that I can eat something that I'm growing. You know. Yeah, I got to trim that up at the bottom. I definitely want the bottom to be trimmed up much higher because, man, one of the things that I fight when I'm watering these as they're flowering, as they're bigger, is the bucket or the watering and the bottom branches that get in the way. Right, SteveO? Wasn't that you saying that like it's not necessarily lollipopping per se, but you cut off most of the bottom several inches.
Yeah.
So here we go with the pH pen, one-handed. I'm going to check that aquarium pH. Now, it's kind of a illustration on how long it takes sometimes for it to settle. It took a good 2 minutes going from like 7.8, I think, down to 7.3 real slowly. And then the fish, like, they think there's something up. Oh, wait, can we eat this? Nope. Elisa May, what's up? Wonder Twin powers activate. That's right, Doc. Samuel says on the Siir SteveO network now too. Okay, heck yeah.
Thank you. Is that a Blue Lab pen or what kind is it?
No,
No,
you would ask me that, wouldn't you? I don't. I'd have to grab the.
Oh, no sweat.
I fixed this. Okay,
Apera. It's an Apera.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's a PH20 model Apera.
Oh, for sure, it's the Mias model or whatever.
That's what it says. It says Apera, APERA.
Yeah, Apera Instruments. Water. It says waterproof, but I'm still not dunking the whole thing in there.
No, I wouldn't because of the screen. No.
Elisa May, what you got to say today?
She says, hi, plants.
She says, hi, plants.
Hi, plants.
The fish are like, what can I take? Can I taste it? Nope.
Yeah, is that tasty or no?
See, there it goes. It did go by. It bounced back and forth once or twice. It would go back up one and then back down. It's like, Hitting that Luca Dragon Egg, guys. Smoking some concentrates from our friends at the Organic Outlet.
Oh, very good. Very good stuff. I actually have some, what was this called? I don't remember what it was called. Oh, Granola Funk, G-Funk.
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 You know who created the funk was
George.
Yeah.
George Clinton.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was. He found the funk on another planet. And he brought it back to our planet.
That's right.
You have to see the cartoon. It's pretty good. Lisa says, "I did hear they like you to talk to them. They do. This is why they're in this room with me. They're so happy. They're loving life because they can hear me talking all the time." It's 4:20 somewhere, Samuel. Cheers again to that one. Cheers. So 73, guys. 73 was the final number, but I didn't wait too much longer. It might have bounced down a couple more, but that's within range for me to go ahead and add some more pH down, of course. All right, SteveO, while you're before we move forward, let me go grab a nice fat bud, and I can sit here tinkering with it while we're doing that certified segment.
Sounds good.
Guys, cheers to the 420, and let's get ready for that next segment. Share it out, tag some friends.
Yes, sir. It's 420 somewhere, right, Samuel? You got that right. Did you hear they like you to talk to them? Yes, plants do like it when you talk to them and play music too. I've heard that as well. No, I think waterproof means it can withstand the humidity not being dunked. Yeah, I think it's waterproof up to the screen. And then that's it after that, guys. I'm smoking Purple Monster cookies, you say, Johnny? Damn, Purple Monster cookies. That sounds really good, bro. Sounds really good. For sure. Can't wait to go home tomorrow so I can smoke. I bet, Doc. Have you been sneaking some edibles at least? Because that's what I do when I'm in the hospital. My wife sneaks me in edibles. I get all fucked up. Yep, I would be sitting there bitching about pain and freaking out, being all mad. Next minute, my wife will show up, and then an hour later, I'm sitting there cheesing, and nothing's bothering me. So they knew what I was doing.
Cheesing?
They knew I was cheesing because there was no way that they didn't know. Yes, I use a hot knife, and so does Waylon. As a matter of fact, we use two different kinds, but they both work well.
I use the extension, and this extension can be plugged into any 510 battery.
Yeah.
I happen to be putting it into the Luca Bear, but you can plug it in anywhere. All right, so I have me a little piece of something. Where's my
This
trimmer?
is the one I use right here. This is a Puffco hot knife. It's all one piece.
This is the one I use, mate.
Oh, hell. That's not a boomerang. This is a boomerang.
This is how I trim my plants right here.
Right. Right. I can't find my hot knife. I lost it. That's too bad, Doc. $60 gone right there.
Yeah, at least. Well, I think this one, I think the extension's only 35, but still, if you had the battery attached to it, you lost them both. All right, let's do it, guys. Let's do it. You know what time it is.
Yes, sir.
Be advised, the following content is rated S for certified.
Welcome to your certified segment on the Indoor Farmer. Monday, October 30th, the day before Halloween, and it is Monday night, and you know what time it is. It's time for the certified segment. Now, check this out, guys. Before I get going, I want to say one thing. Yesterday, the benefit that was done for me in order to upgrade my computer so I can stay online and continue to do this content in a better way has absolutely helped me 100%. It was a complete success, and I am able to purchase a laptop. So anyone, all of you that donated, I appreciate it, and I love you. Thank you very much. And I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do other than say thank you. So you'll have my eternal gratitude, and that I promise you. So anyway, I just wanted to get that out of the way and say that because it's huge for me, and I appreciate everybody that was involved, so thank you very much. I don't really have anything to show you tonight because the plants are still drying. I can tell you that last week when I went in there with that clusterfuck where I screwed it all up, I wasn't going to do that to you again this week, so they're drying. I am going to start clipping probably tomorrow. I had one branch that did snap, and the rest of them are, man, they're wanting to. So I figure tomorrow everything will be good from the way they feel. No hay smell whatsoever. So I took 2 full weeks. It took 14. Tomorrow will be 15 days of drying. So it actually worked out real well. I kept my humidity as close to the 60% as I could. It was more like 66%, which is actually, it's better to be just a little bit high than it would be to be a little low, because that's where you get the hay smell when you dry it out too fast without having enough humidity, just so everybody knows. But yeah, everything's turning out great. The triple homicide by Misfit Genetics from Mike Hood has been a success. I had 7 plants, harvested 1, and that wasn't Mike's fault. That's my fault. So everything, I got thrown some curveballs. But, that's pretty much it. Anybody has any questions, I don't know what kind of questions you might have on drying, but I'm here for you. If you do, it's not as easy. I've seen myself take some pretty incredible bud that I grew, and I screwed up the drying process, and all I had was hay taste. So I've been there. What about you, Waylon? Did you have anything that tasted like hay ever, or have you been good?
Well, I'm going to be honest. There's a little bit of a hay smell, but the curing process can change that. I do smell the good bud in there too when I open it. So I just have to get this trimmed up. So I don't know. I honestly don't. I think the grove bags are the best way to go because they regulate. Now, to Mike's point earlier with the jars, there's some humidity detector, like little things. I got a couple of them that I want to test out. That's supposed to keep it at just the right humidity and stuff. So I'm all about working smarter, not harder. I was really interested in when you said that there are ways to do it without all that. How come you never tried that method?
I never have. I learned it about a year ago is when and I wasn't actually even growing. Now that I think about it, I wasn't growing at the time because of my grandson being here. But I
Think it
just
was a good?
recently, though, literally within the last week, heard of the fellow that is probably, he might even be listening right now, that I've heard that he puts it into a big tub and he only trims as he needs it throughout the year or whatever. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I'm interested in that technique, bro, because I'm not really liking trim gel, even with one plant. That's going to be like 3 hours of trimming. You know what I mean? So maybe I might give that a little experiment, man. And he even, from what I hear, not even like a quick trim, just the whole thing with leaves and all just gets stored in a thing, and he just keeps the humidity good. I don't know how you do that, but I'm very interested in finding out how that's done. I really am.
Well, these buds here are not very like tight, if I can use that.
Well, that's your bubble hash then, right there.
Yeah, I think maybe I might have to do the same with this. I'm still gonna, you know, like I do like a half-ass trim job.
I wouldn't even trim it, man. If you're making bubble hash out of it, keep the
Now
sugar leaf.
that was the other bag of stuff that I already put in a bag. But I thought this was going to be more like my smoking weed. So
Well, you don't
yeah.
have to have dense nugs to smoke.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking she'll be fine.
Yeah, it's all up to you and what you prefer and what you like. But yeah, you know,
So those are good things to think about too as a grower. Like, what is it that you are going for when you're trying to dry?
and you got to plan ahead too for these types of things. You got to know, how am I going to dry it? What am I going to dry it in? Am I going to dry it in a tent? How am I going to control the humidity? Is it going to be with a reptile fogger like I use? Is it going to be a humidifier like 99% of people use? How am I going to do it? But you have to be sure that you keep it low, because if you start to get to 70% humidity, all you're going to do is give yourself mold. So 60%, try to keep it as close to 60% and 60 degrees of temperature as well. Closer to 60 degrees you can have it, the better. I was failing a little bit. I was getting a little low on the temperature. I was getting down to 63, 64. But if you've got to screw one thing up, it's the temperature. Don't screw up the humidity. That's the number one thing. Because even if you bring the humidity back later, once you have the hay smell, you're just hoping that cure gets rid of it for you, because you're not going to get rid of it just by adding some moisture back to the bud.
Well, and I don't really know the genetics of this plant, and I had it in the garage, and so between weather and stuff like that, it's not gonna have the best smell. But you have to concentrate it in the bag, cutting away all the other leaves.
Well, it would have to either be the Straw Nana or the Alien OG, wouldn't it? Because that's what you grew out there for it to dry.
No, the Straw Nana was inside.
Oh,
But
that's
the stuff outside, man. I don't even know what this is. It was the plants. The plants that the seeds came from ended up rotting, and I let them go for too long or something. I'm not sure. Last year, or no, they were just too dense, and like I need to trim them up more. I kept thinking outdoor weed, you shouldn't have to do a whole lot of trimming. Like it's a plant, it does its thing. But no, it's not necessarily the case. You kind of still have to do some manual adjustments, if you want it to not be so dense that it's gonna have more mold and things like that.
Well, if you're going to make bubble hash out of it, like Mr. Burns is saying, just cut the nugs off the branch, bag it, and throw it in the damn freezer.
Yeah, no, that was those were two different plants that are already in a bag.
In a bag, ready to go.
These were not supposed to be made into bubble hash. But to your point, that could be a really quick and easy way to just do something with it and not have to spend time trimming, because I don't smoke a lot.
Well, those look like pretty nice nugs to make some edibles out of, but edibles don't do you that well, though, do they?
No, I will say that RSO I got from New Era. They gave me that sample RSO. It was a 25 or 0.25 milligram. That did, but I tell you, like, I don't want to just be in a coma either. I don't want to have to just be sleeping all the time.
Yeah,
So it's like that's not that's not what I'm looking for.
when you said you were going to do a syringe, I thought you were going to do a full 100 milliliter
No, it's just
syringe.
a
I was
sample
like,
one.
wow, you and Rick Simpson. Yeah, don't you realize Rick Simpson worked his way up to one whole syringe? Not the first day, Will.
Well, I took it before people in the boxes, and then I had a really good sleep. And then I
Yeah.
went back to sleep after the morning routine when I took my son to school.
Yep.
So yeah, I ended up sleeping way more than I wanted to sleep. But hey, I think I needed it at the time because my I had a pulled muscle and it's starting to feel healed up now. Oh, there's a bean.
I mean,
I'm going to see a few beans in this one too, for sure. I dropped it. Oh, there it is.
what about the bud makes it bubble hash certified, says Sam Dixon. Well, I would say if it's larfy, which means it's not real dense, that's a good thing. If it has a lot of trichomes on it and it's real sugary, especially sugar leaves, even though it's not dense, that's perfect certified bud, in my opinion, for either bubble hash or edibles.
Because it's because the idea is that you're knocking the trichomes off of it, and when you have a nice loose bud like that, you know it's I don't know, it's just
Come
common
off.
sense, I guess, that it's going to be easier to come off. I guess that's what it's an assumption that you might be making, but I think it's probably true. I mean,
Well, I mean, especially if it's sticky, that's what I'm talking about. But you got to freeze it first, guys. Don't forget to freeze it before you make your bubble hash, because you need to break those trichomes off, not squish them and stir them off. You want them to break off as soon as that ice hits the bag. Yeah, and you got what, a 3-bag system, Will?
I don't know I've never done it.
Oh, okay.
I've never done it. I'm gonna take some to a friend's house and gonna see how it's done, and maybe at that point I'll feel comfortable doing it myself.
Well, you're gonna have to find, yeah, because when once you watch him do it, you'll have to do it at home, because whenever you dump it out, it'll have to be spread out in order to dry. So you won't be able to like carry a whole pile of it home or anything. So
No.
you'd want to do it at home.
Yeah, and I want to turn it into I want to get it pressed into some rosin. So you turn it into bubble hash, and then you can press that hash into rosin, and bing, bada boom, you got some deliciousness.
Yep. The looser and the stickery, the better.
Stickery.
Check. That's what Samuel says. The stickery, the better.
Yeah, I mean, I think there. I don't know that there's anywhere that says that for sure, but it sounds right. You're gonna have less of a hard time getting it all broken up.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine if you use big, huge, thick nugs, it would work well as two.
Probably break it up first, maybe.
Yeah, but who's going to do that? Who's going to use their big, juicy nugs? You know what I mean? That's your flour. That's your smoking flour there. In my opinion.
That's the other thing. It's not that it's better per se for making bubble hash. I guess this is a good point. Is that it's better to use that because it's not as good for the smoking or for the presentation of elsewise, the other ways.
Yeah. And there's also one more thing that I wanted to do tonight.
All right.
Before I got off of my certified segment here and finished up, I have something to show you guys that I am so proud of. And you guys have got to check this out. Look at this. That is my grandson's first school picture ever. Oh,
yeah.
Look at that, y'all. Is he not the cutest kid that you ever seen, man? Not that I'm biased or anything.
I just imagine him with a little beard, and it'd be like, boom, there's SteveO's grandson.
Oh, ain't he cute? His name is Hayes. and Hayes is the way it's spelled, like President Hayes. And he's only 3.5 years old, guys.
Wow.
Yep, and he's in school
I was not
already.
going to say that. I thought he looked older than that.
Yeah, he does look a lot older, and he just got his little buzz cut. Oh, God, he's so cute. I went and saw him today. In fact, Waylon, before the show, when I booped in, I literally just walked in the house from a 4-hour ride. So
Oh, wow.
I'm tired. But it was a great trip. It was worth it. Me and Kelly went out and saw him, got to see his mama, got to see my son I haven't seen in 8 months today. My youngest boy. I haven't seen him.
How far was the trip?
Out to his house from here, it's about 2.5 hours. So it's about a 4 or 5 hour ride back and forth. But we went and picked up my grandson and took him out to his house and hung out with him for the day. We've never even seen his apartment or anything that my son got. So, he lives way out in Watertown, Wisconsin. So, I mean, it's halfway up the state I traveled today.
So, like, you're getting closer to the border up there.
It's probably halfway in the middle of the state, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I travel from right inside Illinois, yeah.
I used to live in, we mobilized from Wisconsin, and it was in Fort McCoy. I think that was near Sparta.
Oh, okay.
Wisconsin, but yeah, it's somewhere in the middle.
I've never heard of McCoy before.
Fort McCoy. It was for reservists and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's awesome that you got out of the house for one.
Yes, sir.
And to see family for sure.
Yeah, it was a great time. Definitely is. Yep, I feel great and revitalized.
You feel like, even a lot of people feel like family is this thing where it's like, well, they don't talk to me, but making that effort, going out there yourself, means a lot,
Mm-hmm. But yep, unless anybody has any more questions on drying or anything, that is your certified segment for October 30th.
Yeah, I didn't have a whole lot tonight as well. I got a lot to do, but I don't think we're going to sit and just going to trim every Monday. we can trim while we're on the show, but that's not going to be what the show is about either. I got to get other things done, and I'm going to be growing some peppers pretty soon, so that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to get back into the pepper game.
See, you're way nicer to your buds than I am. I grab them, I start shaking my hand down and start breaking off all the big leaves with my hand. I just knock it off, man, with a brush, and then I start to fine tune a little. You're way kinder with your.
I really don't. I can't see where the bud stops and the leaves begin because of how gnarly it is.
Yeah, as long as they don't have crow's feet, man, just trim it down a little bit, and you're good to go. It all grinds up anyway.
Yeah, because I don't really. It's kind of a backup kind of thing for me.
Unless you're trying to win a cup or something with them,
Well, that and I could still turn it into bubble hash, anytime. I'm really just trying to give them a gentle trimming before I get it all put into bags, grow bags. I don't know. I'm still not used to what to trim off either. It's like I don't want to trim off anything that I'm not supposed to be trimming off. The sugar leaves look really close to the same leaves as the bud, other than those crow's feet that you see once in a while. I don't see them all the time. That could be the lighting as well. I got a lot of light in front of me, but not in the bud. That's important. Using rubber gloves, or not rubber gloves, but like latex or rubber, is good too, because you're going to get sticky fingers. Although the way I'm doing it right now, I'm not. But I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a problem for the type of bud this is.
Oh, Doc is going to bed. Good night, Doc. Doc
Doc,
Hollins.
hope you
Go home tomorrow,
feeling
right?
well, bro. Yeah.
He said he might go home tomorrow. Doc, I know what you're going through right now, bro. You're one tough guy. I was not going online. I'll tell you when I got my toe cut off. I was laying there freaking out, man. It was crazy. You know what they do when they cut it off? You would think that you'd have like this little hole where your big toe isn't, right? No, they chop the whole side of your foot off and your big toe. They go all the way down, and it's a massive hole, like this big around. And what they do during surgery, they pack it full of gauze. They wait 24 hours, okay? Then they come in, and because it'll dry in there, they come in and pull it out really slow, so that like the dead skin and or whatever, and stuff will stick to the gauze and pull out. You've never heard a grown man scream and cry like you heard out of me that day. And it was to the point, like when someone's pulling on you and then you start to kind of come off the chair and fall on the floor. That was me pulling away from him, like, quit, stop. And he got mad at me like I was being a big pussy and walked out of the room. Yeah, he just left it kind of half hanging out of my foot. And my nurse was sitting there rubbing my head and giving me hugs and telling me everything will be okay. And this guy's just like, what a puss, and walks out the door. And then he came back 5 minutes later and I told him, just rip it, bro. Just one big pull. Quit with this little stuff. And he did. He just went, pulled the rest of it out. And I screamed and it was over. But man, that was the worst. After they cut my toe off, my entire foot turned to gangrene and I lost my leg. So when they start chipping away at you like that, it's just going to be the same result.
Stem cells, man. I keep talking about it whenever it comes up, but I want to really do a extensive look at it, and maybe I'll do like just a special show on Rumble or something. Yeah. But the thing is like your doctor doesn't have the time to be looking into stem cells. But we've gone so far that there are like a lot of people have local research centers that can give you the stem cell shots for like a couple grand. Granted, that's not easy to come by, but that's way cheaper than what they probably were, even 5-10 years ago. So my point is, like, they're coming a long way, but the thing is, there's a lot of times where they don't take. People will like be discouraged, like, well, it didn't work or whatever. They don't always work, but they're getting better at it.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, like, if that's an alternative to surgery, in a lot of cases, I would be pushing for that first. Can't you pay for this first? Come on. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's not like they have major side effects. The stem cells just don't take, and then it's waste. It becomes waste.
Yeah. Sorry about my gross story, but it is Halloween after all.
Yeah, speaking of, everyone stay safe. But Halloween, man, these trunk or treats are where it's at. I'm gonna keep pumping for these trunk or treats.
That's what my grandson did, was trunk or treat.
They're really something else, man. You're in and out 5 minutes. Yeah. You get to see some cool decorations and costumes and all that still.
It's usually earlier in the day when it's still warmer out. The kids don't have to get put through the torture of walking all over the neighborhood to experience Halloween trick-or-treating. It's a pretty cool idea, I think.
Yeah, walking all over the neighborhood, looking for the houses that their lights are on. Oh, that house has a light on, but is it the porch light? I can't tell.
Yeah, that too.
And then you end up trying to figure it out, and it's cold outside. Hi, Kelly.
Hi, how are you, hon?
Doing well. I hope you're having a nice holiday season. Are you one of those women that's like all into spooky and horror and?
No, I'm a big bitch, and I only watch Disney Halloween movies. Steve wanted to watch something the other night, and I pulled up the remote, and I go, Disney Halloween Town. He goes, what the hell is that?
Yeah, she thought that was scary. We were watching Goosebumps, you know, the new Goosebumps that came out. She turned it off in the middle of it. It was too scary for her. I was like, this is for middle schoolers, Kelly.
I know, I can't do it.
Yeah, she loves Halloween, but she doesn't like the spooky, scary Halloween.
I like the cute stuff. I'm
stuff.
like my grandma. I can't help myself.
Yeah, you are grandma.
Halloween Town's definitely family friendly.
Yeah. All right. Well, you guys have a good night.
All right. She's going to go make tincture for me and making edibles.
Oh.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this as an edibles person. Why not just go after RSO every time or FICO? Why is it straight to that?
We make FICO to make the gummies.
Oh, so the gummies are made out of FICO. Interesting.
Yep.
Never thought of that. Actually.
Yeah, see, when we make the FICO, we make it in a pan, and it's on one of those new wave little skillet thingies that they got, you know, that doesn't have any flame or fire. You know what I'm talking about? The magnetic pans or whatever. And I'll do it on there. But then we put the whole entire mix of gummies right into the pan that the RSO is being made in. And then we stir it all up. So we get it all in there really good and none of it gets wasted. So it works really well for me. RSO, well, it's FICO, not RSO. I don't use naphtha. I use pure grain alcohol.
Yeah, and that's such a distinction that it's like I got that syringe of RSO. I still ate it, even though FICO is supposed to be the ingested one, but
you can ingest RSO that they sell from the dispensaries because they don't make it out of naphtha. They make it out of tincture. They're just calling it RSO when it's actually FICO.
It's so weird that they do that, though. It's like
it was never trademarked. RSO or FICO was never trademarked, so people just stopped calling it FICO or started calling it FICO. Like Kim calls it WPO. Kim Cooper, she calls it whole plant oil, and that's what she calls it. No one else calls it that, but she does. And
because she makes that distinction between that and FICO, between the differences.
Yes,
I've heard her say that. Like it's something that it's a full spectrum FICO, and FICO is typically not whole plant, I guess.
FICO is full extract cannabis oil, so it is completely full extract.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, definitely. I use everything except the stems and the roots in my FICO.
I hear you can do stuff with the stems too, but I just don't see it.
I've heard that too. I just don't want it to chew up my grinder in my magic butter machine, you know, by putting stems in there and having it dull my blade and everything, you know.
Don't dull your blade, son.
You can't do it, man. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not looking at the comments. Got Justin Jenkins now. Got Kim Cooper in the house. She said her nose was buzzing. No, she said her ears were buzzing.
I was talking about your whole plant oil, Kim. Your WPO.
Isn't it like if your nose is itching, or is it your ears are buzzing?
I think it's the nose thing. To tell you the truth, the ear thing, I think, is you're going to get money, but I'm not sure. My grandma used to tell me these things, but I don't.
Shove the money in the ear, guys. My ear is always open. If anyone's got any extra.
Stoner Steve Kinerick has a flour mill grinder, and it's about $80. He said he got it at an event, and he says that he'll never go back to anything other than a flour mill ever again.
What about the Whack-It?
The Whack-It does nothing but pulverize the shit out of your weed. The only advantage, in my opinion, to the Whack-It is that you don't have to crank a grinder if you've got bad hands and wrists. It's perfect. But it does not treat your weed well. I'm telling you that. It just blows your keef everywhere, man, inside the thing. And Jimmy doesn't like it for that reason either. But he like me, he uses it because we don't want to crank our wrists off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's probably the best feature, and that might be worth it, I guess.
Yeah, I even got a new grinder for free with an order from Temu, and it has this little window here in the side that you can open up, so you don't have to undo the grinder. You can just tap it right out.
Pop it out, yeah.
But I haven't used it yet because I have no need for it. I was probably going to just do a giveaway or something with it. That'd be a great giveaway, wouldn't it? Oh yeah, it would.
It would.
It even has a viewing windows and everything in it. See? That's pretty cool. It's got a cool top to it too. I like the way you can see through the top of the grinder as well.
Yeah, I think I've seen one like that.
Yeah,
I see a lot of these grinders at events and stuff, and it's like, man, I wish I had some money.
Yeah, no
One
doubt.
of these
Right?
days, I'll just be buying stuff from the different vendors, and it'll be fun because I'm, I'll know a lot of them more. I'm starting to get to know a lot of them, and it's fun to see them grow as well. But a lot of them have some cool stuff like that. So,
And it's a 4-piece, so it has the keep catcher and the little scraper in it too.
the scraper. Yeah, I'm gonna just say I don't really love the trimming process like a lot of new people say they do. It's so fun. Like, what do you mean? For about 5 minutes, and then you got like 65 more hours left, at least. Some people do a lot more than this.
We got like a half hour left, right? At least.
I mean, of trimming.
Do you want to do I have something that I'd like to give away if you want to do one.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, always willing to let you give something away. It's not
Sure.
no skin off of my back. And if anybody's interested to come up, you guys would be welcome. You know what's weird is when I do a live stream by myself, no one wants to come on my screen. You know what? That's fine. That's fine, you guys. It's fine.
Well, you can carry a live by yourself for sure. I'm the one that
Doesn't mean I don't want people to come up when I'm talking about on just my phone. Like when I'm
Oh, I know what you're talking about, like the morning lives sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, what's up with that?
Out, like no one's. Tyson Chandler in the house. What's up, Tyson? Justin, I use scissors to cut up weed. Lost my buster. You use scissors to break it up. Yeah, I've actually seen people do that. Or fingers. If it's dried enough, you can break it up with fingers. Depending on how you're going to use it, I guess.
Well, over at Misfit Island, we're having another a waffle for a smoke freezer. So I'm going to give away one spot to the smoke freezer giveaway for one lucky participant, and we'll do a hashtag real quick, and it'll be Misfit Freezer. I'm only going to let it go until 10:15, so that's 20 minutes. So that's what you got, guys. 20 minutes from now till 10:15. Misfit Freezer is the hashtag.
If you're on Rumble, you'll have to come over to Facebook or YouTube in order to hashtag it. We got 11 people watching on my Rumble right now. What's up, y'all? Pretty laid back episode tonight, guys. I'm not super prepared with a lot of footage to go over, so we're just chilling. A lot of trimming to be doing the next couple weeks, so I'm hoping to be also doing other content with new grows, but we'll see if I can get there. Misfit Freezer. Loretta, what's up?
I might even give away 2 spots. You never know, guys. If we get there's 14 people in here. If you guys can get 25 people in here by 10:30, I'll give a second one away on the way out the door tonight. Okay? But if you get 25 people in here, I might not even go anywhere. I might not even leave at that point.
Okay. I was thinking about switching off to Rumble only in a little while for an after show if you're interested, but I don't know what that would really benefit us. So who knows?
It's just fun, if nothing else. Let me check.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you can get some Facebookers over there commenting. If you Rumblers would comment, like we did, we found our Mr. Militant Minded over there. I find some here and there that comment.
Yeah, I had a nice one the other night. I had some comments. I got 6 watching on Rumble right now, man. And man, I'm slowly getting more and more using your advice every week on what to do with Rumble, especially. It wasn't more than a month ago. I was only getting 1, maybe 2 people watching. 6 is 3 times as many. So what's up?
Yeah, but see, I've also been. That's why I told you about the smokage and stuff. Like I don't know what the deal is, but it seems to be like it slows down the closer I get to making some headway. So guys, if you haven't yet, over on Rumble, if you're interested, you can actually tip us on Rumble instead of locals. You can tip us during the live on the live video while we're live. So that's one thing you can do. If somebody would tip me like $1, I would be able to cash out to 50. I said this the other day, and then I forgot that Rumble takes their cut, and I'm sitting at $49 and like 60 something cents. Let's see. Yeah, I can't look at it at the moment, but yeah, I'm sitting there real close to being able to cash out that first time. So I should have said that the other day. I was telling people, "Oh, go tip me on locals." Well, honestly, tipping on Rumble's better because it stacks up with the little tiny bits of ad revenue and whatnot. Anyway, enough said about that. Let's do this. Here you go, SteveO. Oh, I got this.
Got it. He got it. Yeah. Everybody's tagging like crazy now. Let's do it, guys. But the numbers are going backwards. We need to go the other way.
I'm going to do a giveaway, guys. Go tag some friends up in here. If anybody wants to come up on screen, you'd be welcome. Just let us know if you want the link. We're hanging out the after show, doing a giveaway here. And I've gotten a little bit built up in my little grow bag here.
Nice.
A little bit of nuds going on.
Yes, sir.
Smells better already. Kind of like cat pee, and I'm not a huge fan of that one. But hey, if it smells like bud and not hay, I'm happy. That's a positive movement.
15 minutes, guys. You got 15 minutes. Okay, the numbers are going up. We got 18. Come on, let's get to 25, and I'll give another one away. Let's do it, guys. You know you love it. You know you love every update.
I love it.
You guys, every week. Every Monday. Hi, Melanie. Oh, yeah, we're getting people in here now. What's up? Hashtag, tag it up.
Who's going to come up and hang out with us for a few minutes, y'all? Come on.
Keisha?
I got little stuff on my...
Keisha's here. Melanie? Anybody?
Keisha? I haven't seen Keisha in a little bit. Melanie? Where are you at, Melanie?
I saw Keisha last night, but I hadn't seen her in a while, actually, before that, like in person. But I talk to her all the time. Send a
Good eye, mates. Who's going to come up here and hang out with us?
Kim's going to come up.
Kim Cooper.
From
NLK Network.
Tell us about the whole plant oil.
Ty Pond will come up here. Come on, Ty. Where are you at?
Yeah, they're oh, there he is. Yep.
18. Got 18, SteveO. You need 6 more. Five more. Now you're at 20. 5 more.
All right.
Where are we at in here? Maybe I'll start tagging. We got our Twitch. We got a Twitch bot, so we really need 26. That Twitch bot kind of puts a kibosh on our numbers here a little bit. Let's see. I'll tag in Deb and Daniel. Tab in Mike Hood. Tag in.
Hit those reactions too, guys, while you're at it.
Where you all at? Let's see. Let's tag.
Oh, Keisha says she's in the middle of dinner. Or she would hang out.
No worries. You know what? I didn't catch. Are You Smarter? Did they go to? Or do they have a show tonight? Anyone catch them?
I don't know. I was out running around. Normally, I see what's going on there, but let me look. Looks like Fire in the Hole.
It's Crystal Altman's birthday today. I'm gonna tag her in here. Maybe I don't know what happened to my what do you call it?
Hey, there she
Noise
is.
maker. Hi, Kim.
Hi,
My harmonica. I don't know what happened.
I was telling them earlier, we were talking about FICO and RSO and where one is the other.
I came in, and all I heard when I entered the room was, "That's what Kim calls it," and I went, "What? What?
Yeah,
what
I've never heard anyone. You invented that, right? Because I've never heard anyone ever say it before. I thought so.
I just started calling it whole plant oil, and everybody asked me, "Yo, what do you make? Do you like make RSO?" And it's like, no, because I'm not Rick Simpson. So how can I make RSO?
So we got our 26 mark here. What's up, Lead? What's up, Wayne?
Good point.
Jenny.
Yeah.
Mr. Burns. Hell yeah.
We got Tag and Wayne in here. We're doing this
25. We are 25 right now. We got it. Let's keep going. We went backwards, but we had it.
Send in the link. All right, Ty, give me a second here. I'm just going to put it in the Indoor Farmer page.
Well, that's not fair because I left because I had to come in here.
Touche.
So it's still 25 with me. I'm just on this end instead for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. We're still going to give away 2.
She's still in here, is what she's saying. Yeah.
We got 25 over and over, going back and forth. 24, 25, 24, 25.
Kasia, we're live on a few spots here. We got 25 between SteveO and myself, and one on Twitch. That's just like a lurker. I think on Twitch they do a lot of lurking and jerking. I don't know what that means. But I've heard about it. It's a thing.
See, we're on 8 destinations at least right now, so we see the total of all the destinations, guys. Like we're at 26 right now. You might be in a group or watching from my profile where there's 10, 15, or whatever, but we're at 28 now.
Plus 10 on my Rumble and whatever's over on your Rumble. So
I just want to interject there as well. Even the numbers that the people are seeing on the pages may not necessarily be correct either. I've been on watching podcasts from NOK Network, right? And so I have access to the numbers because it's my network. So I'll watch somebody's podcast like Gunja News or whatever, or a sesh, even if somebody's on the sesh. And it'll say, well, there's only 2 people on IWK watching the sesh. But then when I go in the room, the little pop-up thing says, and it'll have like 6 names of people that are watching with me.
Oh, I see.
But the number up in the corner only says 2. Well, then why are you showing me 6 names of other people that are in the fucking room?
Yeah, right. Well, so we're definitely. Well, we definitely hit our goal tonight. We're giving away the second one. What's up, Militant? So hell yeah, man.
Just a second, I'm gonna fix my audio.
That's all right.
My God.
You gotta do it. Don't worry about it.
But that's Bush League. That's Bush League, Militant.
Bush League.
You can't hear me right now.
Nah, he's working on it.
He's muted us and he's muted his mic. He's finishing off some audio. I was doing that just before I came in.
Yeah.
Ty, what's up?
Well,
good eye, mate.
Waylon, we got Sans Pierre back.
What's up, Kim?
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, we got Sans Pierre back for Wednesday, so we got him.
Where you guys?
Officially dialed in now.
Good. What, Ty?
What, Ty?
What
you say?
Anti-apparel?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Anti-apparel, yeah.
What's up,
Anti-apparel, man. That's my dude.
Yeah, he was sick on the night that he was supposed to go on. He was ill or something, and
he's a busy guy too. So I'm glad you guys could get him on.
Oh yeah, he's real busy.
Man, he's got one of the tightest booths I've seen. As far as like
he does
this whole matching setup. It looks like the thing is just like pops out like freaking Mary Poppins or something, but I'm sure it's more work than that. But you know what I mean? Like the whole thing looks like it's just this solid tent that they just pop out. But it's got like walls and it's got SteveO, I got a picture of you in there somewhere.
Yeah, we got him in the ad. Actually, the video that I took, the promo that I shot with him, I did that That's Kim put that in the promo video for us.
Well, let's pull it up. I'll find it.
He's got nice gear too, man. I like all his gear.
Yeah, this hat right here is his. This is an anti-hat right
I
here.
really like that hat, man. I've been eyeballing that since I've seen you on camera.
Yeah,
I'm like, man, what is that? I've been trying to
got
figure
them
it
in
out.
different colors too, not just the blackout hat. He's got them in all the different colors. I've got a couple of his things.
His hat pins, all of them are badass shit, man. Well styled.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he's got a really badass video that he just had made for Anti-Apparel too. Be the anti.
Yeah, I'm kind of an anti-hero myself, so
For
I
sure.
would never be a.
I think everybody here is anti something, right? Or most things.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure.
A little bit antisocial, but yeah.
Yep, there's the still, and then we have another one with the video as well.
Yeah, that's some nice shit. I like that hoodie he's got on.
Just the way that he's got these like little grids that he puts the display shirts on rather than just hanging up on hangers. I know that like I bring it up and I don't, to him it's probably just like they're normal, but I thought it was unique. I don't see those really, and just the whole matching setup thing. He does a good job.
Yeah,
my shit's on hangers, so yeah.
Well, and that's what most everyone does. It's like not even to call you out, but it's like that's just the normal. So those like grids or whatever they are, it's interesting for sure.
Yeah, pretty badass. He got a good mind for what he's doing, man. He created a logo and a brand, and it's working.
All right, guys, if you didn't see this yet, you got a hashtag here from Siir SteveO. Going to give out a couple spots on the Misfit Island Smoke Freezer giveaway. So if you're interested, hit that hashtag.
11 minutes. We're going to do the first drawing, guys, and then we'll do the second one at 10:30 on the way out.
You got
we got 30 people in here now. Shit.
There you go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Can the same person win both spots, SteveO?
Nope.
Okay.
No, just one. So unfortunately,
one and done.
Yeah. One and done.
I was like, fine, I'm not getting in then.
I'm already in.
I
Fuck that.
don't want to play.
I heard us baby love guys can smoke dabs with those freezers. I'm already in. Trust me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've been looking at them. They look pretty cool, but they're a little bit beyond reach for me once you add the exchange in, the Canadian.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Canadian exchange and then the shipping. Yep.
Yeah.
You'll have to find a monorail salesman like we had in the Canna community in America. He's been around several groups. I'm not going to talk smack, but it's like, you have these salesmen that go around and they spread the word, and hopefully they'll get some into Canada one day.
Yeah.
What's up, Donna? What's up, Karina? How are you? A lot of long time no season here, guys. Appreciate you guys popping through, and hope you have a good week. Don't eat too much candy.
Oh, I got to do a shout out to Master Rochi there, right?
Shout it.
Yeah, man. I got to do a shout out to Master Rochi. He's launching his Thursday Night Vibes. Is launching on NOK Network starting Thursday 9:15 on the network. So that's cool.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. It's Thursday Night Vibes, guys.
Is it the same time? You said? I didn't hear the time you said.
8 o'clock.
9:15 Eastern time. It's 9:15 Eastern. I don't know what that is for you guys.
About 8:15.
8:15.
We're on the quarter hour because I have a show that ends at 9.
That's why.
In order to accommodate fucking Rumble and setting up the second stream, I need that 15-minute window.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever thought about just leaving a stream up all the time and playing like all the shows? Like you would have the time for it. I was doing this for a while, but honestly, by myself running a network, it would be like a real network where you played reruns throughout between the real shows. And
I thought about it, but that's a shit ton of work. That's
the computer is really what takes the brunt of the damage there, and you'd have to have like something backing up. Yeah, and you running it all the time is what I mean. Like you'd eventually the cost would outweigh it unless you make something out of it.
Yeah.
A spot in a smoke freezer. Yeah, Keisha, that's right.
I run a computer that could do that. I have a 1,000-watt power supply, and it's a platinum, and it cost me about $450 just for the power supply brick on a computer that I would trust to run all day long.
Yeah.
I did it for a few weeks.
I live in a mobile home, a temporary mobile home, because our property is under construction while we build a new house, and we are off grid with solar power and a backup generator. So
I see. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Not going to happen.
Yeah, the power wattage to use wouldn't be efficient at all. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It would heat your spot up good though.
Yeah.
I thought about doing that in the wintertime, just having grow lights around my house and having them on opposite schedules, so that I was like utilizing that power usage for my benefit. You know. It kind of makes sense, but it wouldn't be that. It wouldn't be that much.
All right, everybody. We've got 2 minutes till the giveaway. We've got 34 people in the house, but we only have 27 reactions. I want to see those reactions. Everybody, come on, hit the button. Hit the button.
We've got. Let me look at yours, SteveO. We've got 15 over on mine and 4 on yours. We got another 20 or so people on Rumble alone. So
right.
I love it, man. Just love that. I hope StreamYard gets it together and they can just see all the numbers in one spot.
I've got 18 on my profiles. We got 16 on the farmer, 1 on Whalen the Indoor Farmer on Twitch. That same guy. He's the biggest fan. The biggest fan.
Yeah. I think that's where Mark Zuckerberg watches us from, is on Twitch.
He's watching us every night. What's up, Zuck?
Like, Mark, you don't use Facebook? No, fuck that garbage. I'm over here on Twitch.
If you like the show so much, you could send a little donation and support us there, Mark.
Come on, Mark.
At least unshadow ban us. One or the other.
Stars or something. Fuck. Shit.
I tell you what, I mean, we might be looking for a new sponsor here. I got a product I'm going to be giving a try on the screen tomorrow, so might be interesting. A little lip balm action.
Yep. Now, it also, if anybody wants to enter the Misfit Freezer waffle, just get a hold of any of the admins at Misfit Island. Get a hold of me, or you can go over there and get all the information as well. So don't forget, if you don't get your spot tonight for free here, they're $5 a piece is all they are, guys. And that's a $300 unit. So at least $350 usually. That's with the discount for the island. So definitely check it out. But it's 10:15. I don't lie. I'm going to run this one right now, and we're going to do the first one. We've got 30 entries, and it's still on the screen, right?
I just want to say, Bobber, that's not the hashtag. Just making sure you know. Bobber, if you want to come up, come on up, man.
Bobber Boucher. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Misfit Freezer, the first one.
Based in the StreamYard in the Indoor Farmer page if anybody wants to pop up.
Dabby Langston.
Dabby.
Hey.
Where are you, Dabby?
Where are you, Dabby?
Officially.
All right. Let's make sure she's still here. Alexa, set a 30-second timer, please.
30 seconds, starting now.
Melanie, come on up. Dabby right there.
All right. Dabby Langston for the win.
Winner, chicken dinner.
We're going to let this go for 14 more minutes, and at 10:30, I'm going to run the second one. How's that sound? Right?
Sounds good. Dabby, do you know about the smoke freezer? Ask her if she knows what she's possibly winning.
I just might have to show you what one looks like. As a matter of fact, I've got mine right here. Alexa, stop. Thank you.
Oh, I thought she was about to drop a beat. That's
what it sounded like, right?
Come on out, girl.
That would have worked.
My name is Alexa. Shut the fuck up. Oh, yeah, I did watch a pretty disturbing podcast, and I'm sure a lot of us know a lot of these already. Kim, I don't want to get off on the subject too far, but man, this guy had these two guys on talking about ephemeral data that Google tracks, and now there's a whole company out there that has been created in order to track what Google is tracking from us in reverse. So they've created a system to, in reverse, figure out what that is. So they track a bunch of stuff that isn't saved. So when you go and do a search, and it pulls up all those search options, you start to type a few letters, it pulls up a bunch of options. That's different every time you go to search, and that data is not saved anywhere. But they do track and use it in different ways, and there's a whole bunch of it. Like stuff that doesn't get saved anywhere, but they still see it and they can use it to all the memes. They know when you poop and all that, all that stuff.
It's all predictive text, right? Based on your history.
Stuff that you wouldn't even think about tracking. Weird things. That's
they love putting people in groups.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You know what? I mean,
favorite things.
Absolutely. I mean, I went on the bandwagon for a little while. I quit Google, and I went on and I got DuckDuckGo for my engine. I got a private VPN browser to nice. Bookmark all my sites. I didn't want Google tracking anything that I was fucking doing, and I disconnected everything from fucking maps and all this bullshit, right? Because Google is everywhere. And then I'm sitting here and we're having a conversation, and we were talking about I don't know, it was fucking generators or something, right? And you pick up your phone and you go on Facebook a half an hour later, and the very first ad in your Facebook fucking feed is for generators.
They do it all the time to me.
And then a couple days later, you're talking about baby clothes or whatever was my kid. We're talking about baby clothes. And then, that day, very first ad in Facebook is for fucking baby clothes, right? You know what? It doesn't matter what search engine we use. Anybody that's got a fucking phone in their pocket, they're tracking your shit no matter what you do.
They're listening. It listens all the time. And it's not just when you had the conversation about the thing, it's predicting those things ahead of time even. It's oh, you're going to need this before you even talk about it.
It goes a step further than that even, guys. Every phone has a gyroscope in it.
That's right.
And from that gyroscope, they can gauge your gait. A human's gait is almost identical to them as their fingerprint is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
From your way you walk, they can tell it's you.
Yeah, what he means by gait, guys, is the distance between your feet as when you're naturally walking. That gap there. What's up, Colin? That's what the T in smartphone stands for, tracking. Look, I mean, we're all gonna be tracked anyway. Smart technology or whatever. You got to just be smart about who you talk to and give your data to. The government seems to be doing it regardless. It doesn't even it's just a natural thing. It just wants to collect every bit of information.
Yep.
Information
Anybody
power.
that's got a fucking phone on them, if you own a cell phone, you're being tracked.
Period.
So
they don't need
it don't matter what else you do to mitigate any of it. It don't matter.
Doesn't matter anymore. They don't need to put microchips in you because y'all walk around with one in your hand every day.
We took it voluntarily.
Right.
It's all coming to we'll see. It's going to be a weird thing. Even people they had no idea what they were creating. The internet. They were also talking about how the internet is basically they call it an internet. It's really just the safe space for when AI takes over. It's basically a nice little home that we created for the next overlords. Anyway, it's a wonderful Monday, y'all. Breathe it in. Look at the sun when you get a chance. We've got Militant, I think, wearing his tinfoil hat already.
Yeah, conversation was getting deep, guys. I had to go put one on.
Yes.
It was getting deep. Yes. I just want Facebook to know I got my tinfoil hat on.
He's got it.
They are sending the signals for you to receive right as we
Blocking
the worst
that
thing you
shit,
can do
buddy.
is to not talk about stuff because you think it's too weird. You know, like unless it's sexual stuff, guys, don't bring that to me. I don't want to hear it. But anything else, you know.
Whatever, Baxter.
Yeah.
Waylon talking about no sexual stuff. Be
Not
booping
here.
them.
Not here. Yeah, anywhere else. Yeah, boop. You know, everybody says it now, man. Booping in, booping out. You hear it. You hear the sound makes that noise. There's only one noise you can say. Only one way you can describe it. I want to stop real quick, Bobbert, bro. I hope your head feels better. He said he's having a bad headache. Finally going to get that referral for a surgeon tomorrow. Oh, shit's getting real now. The surgeon, are you getting that? Finally getting a couple inches taken off, Bobbert? Yeah, I've heard he needed a reduction, dude. I hope it works out for you for sure. No, I don't know what you're getting under the knife for. I hope it's
his brain.
Hope it's routine.
It's his brain.
It is his brain. For the head or the head and neck, you said? It's too big for sure. The brain or the other? Never mind. All right.
Or the ego. I don't think they can do surgery on egos. About to say, yeah. I'm finally going to.
Yeah. Alex, you didn't just go to the both pages and hit the hashtag, did you?
I'm only seeing 5 entries now on the Misfit Freezer.
That's weird.
Am I supposed to enter again?
You might have to. I don't know. It looks like a glitch. Yeah.
It must have glitched, guys. Do it again.
Refresh? Did you hit refresh?
No, I didn't.
I would not have refreshed either, but I'm not sure why it did that then. Did you hit redraw? Or no, you didn't hit redraw.
No.
It would have drawn.
No, it just disappeared. Then I went to look for it, and it wasn't there.
StreamYard issue then.
But you got to be here anyway, so go ahead and hit it now, guys. Boom, 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 boom. Let's just get her done.
Oh,
everybody's here.
What you got there, little old dog?
There we go. Now it's going crazy. Do it again, guys. I'll give you a few more minutes.
Oh, it's my ride or die. It's Honey Bear.
Oh, he's so cute.
It's my ROD. Like this when I drive around and everything.
Mine was just up here too.
Is that a
mine was being a pig though. He was up here bugging for roaches.
Little poodle. She's poodling something else. She's a rescue dog.
Oh, I thought she was
roaches
spaniel or something.
Yeah, no, he's a fucking counter hound. Mine is. He wanted roaches. He's like, hey man, where's my fucking bedtime dude?
My husky will eat things that my other dog won't, like lettuces and weird things. She'll just eat the leaf that I hand her.
Is that a little cocker spaniel or something there?
That's what I thought, but he's a poodle.
Poodle, and somebody had said something when I was at a vet, like an Aberdeen or something of that nature. I can't remember what she said.
I see.
She said her dog looked almost identical, and it was poodle and that else. But I can't remember the second. But she won't get much bigger than she is.
Isn't that cocker spaniel poodle?
But Sean,
I don't know. She's a rescue dog.
I see she's up. She said it, but I just couldn't really see it.
Yeah, she ain't. I don't know. It's hard to see the poodle in her. I guess she's really pretty in the face.
She looks like a cockapoo.
Yeah, I see it, Bob.
She just got healed up right here. She had surgery, but she didn't even mess with it. She didn't buy it.
Well, this ain't OnlyFans. She's not getting paid here. Don't be.
Hey.
Only pause.
Only pause. Hey, so check this out, man. I might be coming into this late, but Bobbert, holy cow, bro. This chunk of rock or street, I don't know what this is. Looks like a rock.
It's quartz.
It went through his windshield. Did someone throw this at your car, Bobbert?
I fell off the cliff
there. Oh shit!
No, it went through. Like it shot through. Like he was driving and it went through.
It looks like it hit the headrest.
Yeah, I mean it must have hit.
He ducked.
Well, he's getting surgery. Like there's something must have happened. He must have.
He didn't duck all the way then.
Yeah, or he ducked and hit his head forward on like the, I don't know, like his head and neck.
Bro, somebody get him an edible.
Damn, man.
Yeah, right.
He says, shot out by the tractor mowing on the side of the highway, bro.
Oh,
Cha-ching. Cha-ching.
I mean, yeah, I'm hearing that too, but I'm also thinking, hopefully there's no permanent damage with those.
Exactly. Like his
things,
eyes?
Yeah,
His
it
eyes
didn't-
or anything? Holy fuck, it's
Like,
not worth an eye.
From the trajectory, it looks like he took some damage. But yeah, hopefully he ducked or something.
I don't see blood at least, but that's
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It didn't hit him, but it was enough to whiplash the crap out of him.
I would say.
it's crazy, Joe.
That is crazy, bro.
Well, good luck,
Wow.
Bobbert. We'll be praying for you, bro.
Yeah, man. You're getting surgery tomorrow, was this? I'm just lucky to be alive. Happened 3 years ago. Oh, I see.
And he's still battling.
I see.
Good
So this is
Lord.
probably a story.
I
That,
think
okay.
Kasia wants up.
If you want
I
the
didn't
link,
see it.
okay.
He's in the private chat saying, "Let me up."
Oh, she's in the
Oh,
back.
she's in the backstage.
I didn't hear the boop.
I didn't hear the boop either.
Happy birthday.
Hi, Kasia.
I got your back, Kasia.
Happy boop, happy boop day.
Woo!
Okay, you got me. I gotta ask, what is it?
26, man. She's 26.
No. I mean, like, what did you do?
What do you mean? What I do?
How did you do that?
Yeah, you got to tell me how. Oh, I see what she did.
I don't see. I'm still not. Is it a green screen? Are you on a computer?
No.
She holds up her finger.
Yeah, I see that, but it's not doing that
How
for
are you
me.
doing that? I saw
Magic.
as well.
She said, "You suckers ain't gonna find out." She's like, "You
Magic.
suckers ain't gonna even know."
Milton was doing it earlier.
Oh, is there a storm?
I'm on OBS though. I'm just yeah.
No,
I'm
it's
pretty
the
sure
iPhone.
she's doing it from her iPhone because
It's iPhone.
Yeah, the iPhone.
I don't like. So the iPhone gives you that option on the web
It
browser.
does it when you're in a chat, when you're on live.
Camera.
it even
And
does
we're
it
on
with
your camera.
Facebook Live.
It's a camera feature
Yep.
on the iPhone.
I have an
Android
iPhone. I just don't do it with
But
the. Okay.
we're in the StreamYard. It's attached to the phone camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not. The little bells and whistles iPhones have isn't worth the headaches of an iPhone.
I can do that on live, but only if I'm the only one on live. When somebody else comes up, it won't allow my Android to make me do faces and backgrounds anymore.
Because it goes from you just doing a live to it becoming a phone call type of thing.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
I can't listen to anyone unless I have my Bluetooth in. So whenever someone comes on the screen, I got to switch, and that makes
There's
the
a
audio
setting.
crap.
Yes.
Huh.
That pissed me off. But there's a setting you can turn off.
It's my speakers don't work on my phone.
Yeah, his speakers.
They're like real low, But I'm hoping to get a new one eventually. Okay, fine. I'll come up. All right, fine. Let's. I was gonna sing. It's gonna help me sing "Happy Birthday," Bobbert. Bobbert, if you're on my page, I'm just gonna paste it right there.
There we go.
I do have some shiny nugs to try tomorrow as well.
Oh, it's my joint.
Robert's coming to get you, Kasia.
I'm going to give it, it's 10:30, guys. I'm going to give it an extra 5 minutes because of the screw up. Actually, let's make it 10 more minutes. Let's do it at 10:40 just to be sure that everybody got back in.
There's 50-something people watching. That's plenty to wait a little bit longer. You got 13 over on your Rumble now. 10 on mine. We got 23 on Rumble alone right now, guys.
Yep, I've got...
We're sitting 60 deep.
I got 13 on my Rumble, Waylon.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Hey,
No
kid,
shit.
that dog didn't like that. What was it?
What's up?
That dog over there with Kim took a sniff or whatever she had, and he said,
he likes
The lit joint. He don't want the lit one. He wants the roach. He's like, no, put that fucker out and give it to me.
That's Santini, right?
That's crazy that he likes it like that.
Is that Santini? Yeah. That's him? Okay.
Only StreamYard entries.
That's my little puppy that I had at the start of the year that was like this fucking big.
All right, Bobber, I'll send you. You must be watching over on Siir SteveO. I'm gonna send you the link directly.
No more. You had enough. You had 2 roaches. That's enough. No, you're not
He's
getting
like,
no more.
no, give me more, please.
No, you're done now. Go to bed.
Come on.
It's
One
like
more.
Cartman. No, kitty is my papa.
Oh, he's such a good boy.
You guys probably know. Do dogs got like some enzyme that makes them get wrecked when they eat it?
Yeah, no. Cannabis is actually toxic to dogs, but for some reason her dog likes it.
No,
I have never met a dog with cannabis toxicity yet. I make meds for dogs, and the rescue that we have up here contacts me with all their new rescues that have anxiety, and I do a cannabinoid preparation for all the rescues.
It's
I get mine
THC.
CBD. Yeah.
No, mine's got THC in it.
Does
Mine
it
got
really?
all of them. My
Wow.
golden lab lived to 21 years old, and he got THC every day.
No
All
kidding.
of my dogs get it every day.
I've had dogs who loved it, who you wouldn't think do nothing to it, but my understanding is it's toxic for them in great levels too.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. 100%. Nope.
They
I've
do
raised
not.
dogs. We've had literally 100
They do not
dogs.
have the
on
cannabinoid system we have.
And
Crazy.
I've never had one that has had experienced THC toxicity. All dogs are different. But start low, go slow, and you ramp up slowly. Who's
Bobber, you got a hell of a. Okay. Get her. There you go.
I don't know
oh.
THC toxicity is, but my little old lady in here, 16-year-old Whippet, got a hold of some chocolate that fell off the mold when I was breaking my edibles out of it. And that, of course, claimed it as THC toxicity, but she,
I can hear you now.
looked like
Birthday.
she was
Happy
drunk.
birthday.
Happy
She looked like-
birthday.
And then
looked like
second
she
off,
was drunk for 4 days. She looked like an acted like
Yeah, it was probably
Second
the
off,
chocolate.
Ken, send me a friend request. I like you. You're like, fuck shit, damn, fuck this. And then your dog's a total pothead. I like it. Send me a friend request.
Chuck Rock, what's up, bro? Come on up, man. It was the chocolate, he's saying. Yeah, and they aren't supposed to have chocolate.
right. It's
But a
probably the
little
chocolate.
bit shouldn't have been terrible, but I guess the older dog maybe.
Yeah.
You know, there's factors there, I guess.
Yeah,
But-
I'd be
but-
more worried about the chocolate than anything, man. Chocolate can be really deathly for some dogs, especially for some reason dogs can like be allergic to it and shit, and they get like really fucking sick from chocolate.
You're kind of muffled, Ty. Yeah, I actually give my dog CBD, and we did research on it on the show one time on people in the boxes. Now that's not firsthand, so I don't know, but yeah, everything we found was saying that that's a toxic thing. But edible might be different though. Blowing it in their face probably not such a great idea.
Well, no, I mean you don't want to trash your dog's lungs. We're putting smoke in our lungs. It's bad for us. I don't care. I'm a weed smoker.
Right.
I love smoking my weed, but nobody can tell me that smoking weed is good for me because I'm putting weed or smoke in my lungs.
Right.
The weed
It's
is
all
good
good,
for me,
Chuck.
but smoking isn't.
Yep, but
Well,
guess who
nobody
doesn't
can tell
smoke
me my little puppy. Can you hear me better now? Nobody can tell me my little puppy wasn't fucked up.
Oh yeah,
And
no, they
chocolate
get
is-
high.
Hold on,
in a
hold on.
larger amount, they're gonna get high for sure.
Yeah, for 4 days he was fucked up, and it wasn't the chocolate because he's gotten a hold of chocolate. She has gotten a hold of chocolate many times over the years.
Oh,
She's
my
fucked up.
my dog loves to get fucking,
I mean,
loves to
everybody
get high
handles
for some
weed
reason.
different, right? I know people that smoke 2 tokes off of a joint and they're like, oh my God, I'm so high. And they're like, I've got to sleep for 2 fucking days. So, I mean, that happens with people too.
Yeah.
So absolutely, every individual is different.
True. I definitely know some people like that.
I see a lot of people pointing out differences too. People are pointing out like my dog will eat the leaves. That's a lot different too. I mean, so but what Kim is saying definitively, giving prepared things with active THC to the dogs. That's where we're finding a difference.
All
But yeah,
kinds of products up here in Canada that contain THC for dogs. It's been happening for 2 fucking decades with products on the market with THC for dogs. I personally have been treating every dog we've ever had, rescues included, literally hundreds of dogs with THC for a decade and a half.
Yeah, the thing with dogs,
Come
they
on
don't
up,
break
Wayne.
it down. They don't break it down like we do.
Just go low and start slow. Low amounts of THC. I mean, it's the same thing, entourage effect. I mean, we didn't isolate just CBD alone 10 years ago. We were making oil preparations for the dogs. You know, go low and start low and go slow, right? Same old adage
I
we
feel
use.
so bad. I feel so bad for that puppy, man. That chocolate she ate was 1,000 milligrams in that fucking shit.
That's how Marley likes to do it. Marley likes to do like fucking heavy dose. The first time we went to a Halloween party. We went to a Halloween party 2 years ago, and it just happened to be one of my friend's birthday party as well. And his wife is in the legal cannabis market here in Oklahoma, and she made him 250 milligram fucking cookies for his birthday. And dude, I dropped my cookie, and I shit you not, before that fucker even hit the ground, Marley was like, I ate that fucker. If he was even a year old, you know what I mean? He was not, it was the worst trip home. We had a 2-hour drive home of this dog that was just obliterated. You know what I mean? All right, and then his second time to do it is we're in a dispensary. I'm selling them pot. Obviously, they make their own moon rocks, and obviously they dropped one on the fucking ground because Marley found it, and oh man, that guy, he was stoned for like 2 days, and he likes weed, but he only does it when I don't need him to do it. Like, I have a really busy day. I'm like, hey, I need us to hurry up, bud. We need to be on it today. And no, he'll go in the first stop and find some weed on the ground and just be like, ooh. Oh, God, it's the worst day.
It's my biggest can of hound. I got a Staffordshire Terrier, Sonny. He's 14 years old now, and like, he is the biggest can of hound. He's slowed down a lot because he's a senior citizen now. But I mean, 4 years ago, he was 10 still.
I got a question for you, kid.
I got a package from a sponsor that I was to take to an event and give their products away, right? They sent me this big package with all their edibles, and they're like, oh, you're going to this event? Well, here, give my shit away with my business card, promotion, right? I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. So I had about, I don't know, $350, $400 worth of edibles, all like cookies and candy and shit, right? Sonny busted into my cupboard. He got the fucking package and he ate the whole goddamn thing. For 2 days, I was picking up fucking wads of puke, and the only thing that was in the puke was the plastic packaging that he fucking cooked with the cookie.
Yeah, I got a question for you, Kim. In the things you make for dogs, is it THCA or THC?
It's THC. It's activated THC. I use a small amount of RSO in my preparation. I mean, by the drop here in each batch, but it allows for a whole plant remedy. I mean, when we're talking about cannabinoid therapy, we're constantly telling people about the entourage effect and how whole plant remedy is the ticket. But then when it comes to animals, all of a sudden we just want to give them fucking CBD. Well, if whole plant remedy is right for humans, then it's also right for animals. But we've just gotta get the levels correct and not give any animal high THC. THC has to be there, but in very low amounts. But it has.
But I mean, I see in the same sense that you're saying the entourage effect.
Yeah.
So why are you even breaking it down? If we are trying to truly give our dog the full, why not give it raw material?
Yes.
Exactly. But we can mitigate the amount of THC. So you use low dose, you use small amounts of THC, you ramp up the amounts of CBD. The CBD counteracts and acts as a blanket over top of the THC, but the THC is most definitely still there.
Well, according to what I'm reading right now, you guys are right. Kim especially is right. It says that dogs have more cannabinoid receptors in their brains, which means the effects of cannabis are more dramatic and
more intensified
potentially more toxic when compared to humans. A small amount of cannabis can be all it takes to cause toxicity in cats and dogs, so only very small amounts are recommended if cannabinoid therapy is chosen for your pet.
But toxicity, with the term toxicity, okay, people have this image in their mind of what toxicity means, and they think
toxicity.
That means they're high. They've gotten too much THC, and they got fucking blasted. Where they're laying on the floor with their tongue out, and they're like, "Oh my god, oh my fuck, I'm so high." That's toxic. That is a toxic amount of THC. They're not going to be hurt. They're going to sleep it off, and in 3 days, they're going to wake up, and they're going to wag their tail and look at you and go, "Holy fuck, what a trip, eh?" And they're going to be fine. Right?
Well, it does say, however, that it can be anything from being fully passed out to death. It says that it can kill.
Never dead. No. Yes. But see, I object to that because no animals ever died. Just strictly from THC.
I mean, in the same sense, you got to also understand that humans can get weed toxicity. You know, humans can get.
I've had it. I've had it.
I mean, so I mean, it's the same thing of being too high. That's all it is.
I've tried to get it.
They say it's like fancy words. It's toxicity. It's really just being too high.
But listen to what Steve said, though. Their cannabinoids, they have more cannabinoids. So they're definitely getting higher than
more
us.
receptors.
Absolutely. 100%. They absolutely. Nobody's saying they don't get high. I've seen my animals get wasted when they've busted into my cabinet on purpose. Go and get wasted.
Walk through the wall, walk into walls, and all different types of shit. But what I'm saying though is, you're saying, which I agree and have from the start, that with limited amounts of THC, the benefits are there without the negativity. So, and I agree with that. And you mentioned RSO, which I dose with daily and nightly, just for that purpose that I can control the amount of THC that's put into my body. So same thing with the dog.
Sound like you're in a toilet, Ty.
Accidents happen, though. I mean, but the branding of toxicity is usually an animal that fucking got into a cupboard like mine have, and none of them have ever died from it. I've seen copious amounts of high THC being eaten by various fucking animals, and there's never been a death. Or any serious repercussions from it.
I guess we'd have to know where their studies come from. But Ty, I was saying that you still sound like you're in a toilet bowl. But
I turned his mic up a little.
Yeah. Seriously though, there's probably some technicality they're using in some study that's probably 100 years old or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So that's always what you have to trace it to.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to also understand a lot of these studies are off the illegal market. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, the Congress was supposed to be allowing for more study here. I don't know if that passed or not, but I know they stopped the bill that was supposed to allow for the cannabis industry to use the federal banking system. But that's we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but
I had a pit bull that used to eat all my weed, and he'd eat pounds if he could get a hold of it. But none of that was decarb. None of that was pure THC.
There is a difference there, yeah. But that's still, what
I got a pit bull that robs my fucking edibles, and it's all activated.
Well, I mean, you say that's different. You say that's different because just what SteveO said, they have more cannabinoid receptors. So you can't say that them eating raw material does not break that THC down in a certain way to where they are. You know what I mean? You can't say that because there's no studies on it. So we don't know. We just know they have more receptors than us.
Hey, hold on. Bobber, there don't have to be studies, man. Weed has to reach a certain temperature to be decarbed.
Pit bulls.
For humans, yes. For humans,
Ronnie
yes.
is the pit bulls. I swear to God, Ronnie Hull is right. He is a pit bull and he's the same, right? It's the breed, man. These fucking dogs are canna hounds. I have not met a fucking pit bull yet that doesn't like weed. And
Yes, you did.
I
Yes,
think
you
in
did.
animal kingdom, they're the same as people. I mean, there's a segment of that population that are going to gravitate towards weed, just like
I think
weed.
that's the most thing.
And there's a bunch of us that have a really high tolerance for weed, or for whatever reason, and like we can use copious amounts of it. And then, you know, my sister has 2 tokes off a joint once every 10 years, and she talks to me 9 years later and tells me she's still blasted. You know.
Wow.
Yeah.
God damn, I need some of that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you know what I
Me too,
mean,
bud.
though,
Me
right?
too. Shit.
I think it's the same in the animal world. There's some that are going to handle it better than others. There's some that are going to like it, and there's some that are going to like it's going to freak them the fuck out. And
My dog hates weed. My dog hates weed. It hates the smell of it, everything. Look at him. He will not even, he won't smell it. He won't do nothing. He's like, get that shit away from me.
All right, time to spin this, guys.
all right, do it.
Dabby was saying about there was a study of 16 dogs that died, and then she said it's hard to assess whether the deaths were related to cannabis itself or other ingredients. Yeah, because you can't really tell because it's always some edible or whatever.
Yeah.
I
mean, there's the monkey study they did, and that's the most famous one that they did right back in the early 70s when they tried to tell us that they passed the line. Well, they used it to pass the law to make criminalize cannabis. They said, "Oh, cannabis kills, and large quantities of it will kill you. It causes death." And they used monkeys in a box to prove their study. Well, the problem is they pumped so much fucking smoke into this cage that there was no oxygen. And the monkeys all died from oxygen deprivation. It was smoke inhalation. They died all right, but
Anthony Berry. Yeah, that's crazy.
Congrats.
Anthony, are you here? Are you here? You gotta be here to accept it.
Anthony Berry, congrats.
30 seconds.
Kinda got his iPhone going over there now. Are you guys having an iPhone graphic battle over there?
I love that. I do, but not enough to make me buy an iPhone.
Mine's on I'm on a computer.
I can battle with you guys. Let's see. Let me find.
That's fucking cool for sure.
Jeez.
Oh, me more.
Man,
Alexa, stop.
I'm here to talk to you about your car insurance.
I hate to even mention it because I fucking destroyed it, but it was super, super cheesy. I didn't. My buddy's supposed to be sending me pictures from his stream. So last night we had a costume contest on my buddy's stream. We just did just hanging out. It's not like popular, no shit like that. And so I took a cardboard box from Aldi, right, that fit just around my head, cut out the front. And I took a bunch of baling wire and I just wrapped it through the box around it, like sewing it into the box, right, around it. And the top was open and the bottom was open. So it's just kind of a cylinder with the eyelet in the front. And it had wire wrapped around it. One piece of wire was for a light that hung on the inside, point up inside. And then on top of the box, I hot glued gray Walmart trash bags all over the top, the open part. So then the red light. So then the red light I had shined up top and lit all the garbage bags up. It was awesome. And then the bottom half, I just hung my drape that was right behind here. This shit. I hung this on it in the front, and I looked like a big joint. But I'd already put it up. That's why I kind of hated to mention it because I had to tear it down.
Nobody took a screenshot, bro.
I'm getting it there. He's sending it to me. I don't want to plug his stream and shit, but he's supposed to send me all the stuff for it.
All right, Crystal. Hey, Waylon, can you do me a favor?
Mama Rochi in the house. What's up, Mama Rochi?
Waylon, can you do me a favor?
Yes, sir. I hear you better now.
Show me and my daughter's Halloween picture I posted.
I can.
Tell me what you think about that.
Along with all this fucking Halloween stuff, man. You guys have been, especially in Misfit Island, the costumes and I mean, Ashley's been fucking killing it too, man.
Ashley's gotten some good ones. Yeah.
It's been fucking very cool, man, for sure.
I'm glad she's come out of her bubble. Like, I'm like, you've been doing this shit on the sly, like all secrecy.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Fucking rocket.
Are you talking about with the faces covered?
No, one of me and my daughter. It's a black and white picture. We're on the railroad tracks.
Oh. Because I see a bunch of new photos there, but it's all Halloween stuff. I'm looking for the black and white one. Got a lot of interesting Halloween pics here.
Yeah, that came from Illinois Bud Lover Halloween Bash.
I'm not seeing any black and white photo, bro. Where's it at?
It might be in the bunches of photos, and I thought I posted it by itself in the story or reel.
If it's in your story, then it's gone already.
No, it's not 24 hours yet.
Oh, I see. Well, let me look. No.
Thought for sure I had it posted regularly.
100% sure how to look at the story from here.
I love that everybody gets into Halloween. I think it's fucking awesome, like looking
Thank
at
you.
them all and stuff. But I'm not one to like partake. I'm not like creative in that way for Halloween. I've never been one to participate in Halloween, but I love watching.
Did you see Rasta yesterday?
Yeah, that was fucking awesome, man. He looks so cool. I love watching. I'll be the voyeur in the background looking at everybody.
He was Captain Spaulding, wasn't
he? Yeah.
I was fucking rocking, man. He was awesome. He looked awesome.
Ty, bro, I don't know where it's at, man.
All right, let me share.
I don't know how to see your story from here anyway.
He split. He's gone.
There you go, Waylon. I got one pulled
I think
up.
he's going to go.
Yeah, he's probably just popping out to send me the
Yep.
picture or whatever.
Yeah, more than likely. That's what I figured.
Jeremy, have a great night, bro. Got to turn in, no problem. Thank you for hanging out. Sure.
Oh yeah,
Same. I am going to say goodnight to all. SteveO, Waylon, thank you.
Kim, thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for hanging out, Kim.
You have a good night.
No problem. Nice to see you, Keisha. Nice to meet you, Bobo and Bobo, Soho, whatever, Bobby's World. And
I'm about out of here too.
Militant and everybody else.
Ronnie.
Ciao, guys.
Feel free to come up. Have a good night, Kim. Thanks. We'll go back to this here.
I got my second screen shared with you if you can see it.
What did you think of my costume? Oh, I loved it. Yes, it was so good. Did anyone see Mama Rochi's costume? Yes.
Oh, I was muted. Yes, I saw it. That's badass, man.
Man, it was good.
Yeah, it was real good.
I'm trying to get their attention, Debbie says. You already said that. Don't fuck with me twice.
I'm going to head out, everybody. I got to get out.
All right.
For sure, man. So we still got 30 people in here right now. We got 29 on Facebook. We've got 7 on my Rumble, probably 20 on Waylon's.
6.
All right. Well, we're having a good night tonight, though, guys.
So they know when it's winding down. What's up? We got Bean Dango in the house. All right, SteveO, you just barely got to catch it before you leave.
Almost.
Show SteveO that second screen here for you too.
Waylon, I tagged you.
I will in a second there, man.
I didn't know if you guys
His name, I will tell you. His name is fire in the hole. Fire, fire, fire in the hole. Fire in the hole. Fire, fire, fire in the hole.
Fire on the
fire in the hole.
Happy. Fire's gone.
Bobby was like, what the fuck?
All right. Yes. Yes,
Robert said no use of his fire without copyright.
Well, listen, like I use I love to play that song, but I don't play it unless Bean stops by. That's the only time I get to play it, and that's what I do. Okay, so Militant just shared us something here. What do we got? So we got okay. It seems like a maybe a is that the Karate Kid when he was like in a shower?
That's a joint.
It was supposed to be a big joint, and I literally made it in like 10 minutes out the
That's
garage.
pretty good.
So
It's pretty good.
trash bags, a light, and then the drapes that's literally hanging behind me. So I had to put it back up because my wife got mad. So
I can tell. That's pretty badass.
It kind of resembled a raw wrap, right, with the gum lines in it and all that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll go with it. You know,
I like it. I like it.
with the vape smoke coming out.
What do you think, Steve-O?
I think it's better than anything I came up with this year.
It's
vape
Walmart
smoking out of
grocery
there.
bags and a cardboard box and a couple pieces of wire and a light.
Nice. And smoke coming out.
And somebody else won $70 on the contest. It was Van Helsing he was dressed as.
Oh,
wow. That was better than this?
Yeah.
All right. Good night, everybody. Gotta go.
Good night,
Okay.
Steve-O. Thanks, brother.
All right. See you later.
Great show, my guy. Great show.
Waylon, I tagged you. Show that photo, if you would, please.
Tag me.
Talking about me?
No, Waylon. Waylon.
I
Gotcha.
said great show.
Okay, got you. All right.
Have a good night,
See ya.
Steve-O.
Good night, Casey.
Good night, Steve-O.
Good night, Bobber.
I'm not seeing it. I said the last thing I see was Kasia shared my video. Thank you, Kasia. Let's go.
Yeah, I tagged you. Just posted it.
Just a
gonna
quick
take a second.
PSA. Wash
PSA?
your kids' hands when they come home because there's a bunch of kids getting sick everywhere.
Oh,
It's in that group of photos, too, Waylon. It's the first one.
I didn't see a black and white one, but we'll check it out. We'll
My
just
kids'
pull it up. We'll just do
school
this.
shut down for 2 days.
Yeah, it's gonna happen like this here. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Check this out, Kasia.
I love it.
Is that the butt snatcher? What's it? What is it supposed to be?
I don't know what you call him, but I didn't want to meet him in the woods. That's all. But hey, look at my daughter's face, though. Tell me she ain't gonna be a little actress. She's getting into it.
You're like, oh, honey, that's the look you give me when I do something you don't like.
Right. Yeah, we had fun out there.
She gave her father 40 whacks because his beard was way too long. That's pretty cool. That's cool, man. Have you seen my son and I's costume that we wore so far? So, well, I mean, I've put up. I did a whole an episode on it, but I don't think I really shared the photos per se. Let's see. I know it's in here. Here we go. Anyway, so Kasia, what's up? No more painting this year. Are you doing a big one for tomorrow night?
I'm gonna do another one tomorrow. I need to let my face rest from last night.
Gotta let my face rest. Oh, yeah, I saw you painting away there. I didn't see it that clearly though. Here, oh, that's not what I want to open that with. Open with this. How about this? Here you go, Ty.
Nice.
I did see that, or something you showed.
Oh yeah, you showed that. You did show the pictures.
Yeah, showed a few other pictures, yeah, but I just called it, it was Jack Skellington, and I called myself Dad Skellington. But he did buy. We did actually get him a costume. This was like last year's costume, but there's so many trunk or treats happening before we even went to get him the costume. So he's using this mask. That's enough. But we went and got him. He's Bugs Bunny. He's got this whole jumpsuit with the Bugs Bunny hoodie, which is like looks like warm as hell. But honestly, I don't think we're gonna do a lot of trick or treating. There's 2 trunk or treats on Halloween night that I think we're gonna hit, and there's probably more than that. And boom, you've like filled a bucket.
Absolutely killing on those trunk or treats, man.
Man, I could hit every trunk or treat in my town and still wouldn't get as much candy as we do in one neighborhood out in West Side.
Not here, man.
We used to fill up pillowcases.
You hit 2 trunk or treats. Man, you're going home with a bag full of
The neighborhoods don't seem to be as good as they used to be, man.
Nope,
and you
not
can't
here
you can't trust the neighborhood that you like used to go to as a kid. You know, you got to like they move every year and like which ones are good and.
Back in our day, we used to turn it into a hustle operation, man. We'd go in for hours, pillowcases, have extra pillowcases in the back pocket.
I learned these neighborhoods with my kids. I didn't live here as a kid. It's been the same since I've been taking them. They make a killing every year out there by the airport on the west side of town, man.
Well, I like what Dabby says here. I hope you're talking to me, Dabby. She says, I think you just awesomed all over the place. I may have ad-libbed a little bit to the sound of, but listen, it's up to interpretation when it's just text on a screen, It's
you might take that a little too far, but awesome all over.
This is like awesomed all over the place.
I'm just hoping Dabby is the real name.
A lot, Ronnie.
It's close. It's close. I was just stopping by. That's all good. You happy Halloween to you as well, Mom Rochi. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you all had a good show.
Well, how do I get this spot? Where's it at, Misfit Island?
Yeah.
You have to join Misfit Island.
I'm already part of Misfit Island, right?
Oh, then we'll just tell. The admins know, so we'll put your name on the.
Aren't you an admin over there, Casey?
Yeah.
All right then.
I was like, we're just gonna. We know. Me, SteveO, Chuck,
Ronnie.
Mike, and all of them. Daniel.
Yep.
Let's hear it, Ronnie. She wants to know how much candy Americans consume over Halloween. Listen,
lot.
How about the year? Guess what? We still eat cookies and cake around the same time as well.
Fact.
And you know what the worst thing is? It's the other stuff that we don't think are sweets that are actually nothing but glucose, like bread, and the stuff that actually has a lot of sugar in it that we think is not sugary stuff, like like orange juice or
exactly.
Milk. Milk has a lot of sugar in it. Like spaghetti sauce. A lot of spaghetti sauce has sugar in it.
Sugar.
Yeah, like all of that. Sugar, man. Like if we could figure out, instead of fighting it, maybe we just got to come up with create an enzyme or something that we can give ourselves. It's like that turns sugar into some shit that we can use.
Called insulin.
Yeah, turn it into insulin.
They figured out how to make them things eat plastic.
That's what I was just thinking, man.
So they can figure shit out, man.
Those and the fungus. There's fungus that's eating plastic. Plus the thing I think you're talking about, there was a bacteria. I think
it's a microbe by some means. I don't know what.
Mm-hmm.
Very true.
All right, guys. Waylon, thanks for having me up. It was
no
good
problem,
seeing you.
Kasia. I'm gonna be wrapping it up.
Don't put me on the list, Kasia.
Have a good night. Bye.
Yeah, happy birthday. I don't think it was it her birthday?
Yeah.
I didn't see her birthday come across the Facebook.
I thought that's what everybody was saying was happy birthday to her.
Jim said it, and then I said it, and I think a few other people did too.
Jesus, why you guys got me?
I don't actually. What I said was I said someone else's birthday was earlier, but
oh my good lord,
I don't think it was Kasia. Kasia, was it your birthday? Is it your birthday? You are silly. It's not my birthday. See, you had me going there for a little bit, Robert. Holy cow!
What's up, that's Shane? What everybody else was saying. Jeez,
Shane, you're fine, bro. Don't be sorry, man. You're a locals member. I'm not gonna No issues. You're helping the friend harvest, man. There's nothing better than having a friend that's close enough to you that's going to help you harvest, bro. That's crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, the balloons. Yeah, that's right. Everyone thought it was her birthday because she was doing the birthday balloons or whatever on the screen. Anyway, guys, let's wrap it up. You guys have a great night. It's been a good one. SteveO gave away some spots on that smoke freezer. Hopefully, Ty, maybe you'll win. Ty, I'll see you this weekend. If I don't see you before then,
Yep.
it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun for sure. Let me know if you whenever you hit up there, when you head there. Maybe we'll go there early or something. Yeah. Thanks again. What? Oh, okay.
I
Later.
said I will. I'll holler at you when you get there or we're heading.
All right. Later, Bobber, thanks for popping up, man. Hopefully your surgery goes well, and we want to say a little a quick. You want me to say a prayer for you, bro?
I mean, I appreciate it. I'm fucking nervous as shit.
Okay. All right, listen. Lord, how are you today? Hope you're doing well, my man. You know, we know it's got to be rough, all that stuff going on. Hopefully you're doing well. We got our man Bobber here. He's a good guy. He's a hardworking guy from what I can see into his soul. We just, he's got a little procedure happening. We want to just make sure that he's got the calm and, just the knowledge that there's a lot of people behind him and the strength and support. So we just want to see him through it, make sure that he comes out smiling like that Bobber he is. And Lord, I hope just at one point along the way that someone will grab his butt just one time, and after that, you get a little smile out of him. And thank you, Lord. Have a great night. Peace.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate
Guys,
it. Just to be clear, I am not having the surgery tomorrow. I'm just getting the.
You told me you were having a procedure tomorrow.
No, I'm getting a referral for the procedure.
Listen,
he let you go through the whole thing.
It'll carry. Lord, thank you.
I still need that because it's not going to be long after that it's going to happen. That's why
it'll carry.
It's been 3 years. It's going to be a rush thing. You know what I mean? I'm just nervous. I'm nervous. All right.
And then you guys in the comments, you all, thank you for, you could say amen all you like. It's just, it's not something I am comfortable with. And I don't know, I don't want to get into it too deep, but I don't know. I don't know the origins of that word, and there's some weird origins that it could be. So we'll leave it at that. Look into it. Militants like
either way, brother, man, I really, really appreciate you, bro. I appreciate that. I'm nervous as shit, so I appreciate that.
Well, listen, I think I hope it goes fast, because sometimes the referral to then the date can be the hardest part. Like oh man, I'm just waiting. So I just hope that all goes smooth. Period.
Yeah, I just had to go through certain specialists. I had to go through all the specialists for my lawyer, and then they kicked back a bunch of stuff. I've been to 2 specialists for them that are all saying the same thing. So now it's finally time. I can hopefully I'm not gonna have to deal with this neck pain and this headaches all the damn time anymore. You know what I mean?
Let's go. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's
I feel you, man. I fought a similar battle with the VA. About everyone that deals with the VA does the same thing. So,
oh yeah, I bet we could
veteran. I don't know.
We could swap stories all day. I knew that, bro. Do we have the same mic?
Yeah, we do. Also, you're not supposed to talk directly into it, but however you want to do it's your trick.
It doesn't work that well otherwise.
Does it? I'm trying to learn it myself.
Like if I talk over here, you still hear me fine.
Maybe
it's just really quiet. Right. Yeah, you got to be right on it.
Like you don't have to be, but when there's a lot of people on the screen, and I don't have to be right up on it.
You can give me a few hours, and I can show you how to set up OBS so you can have that before your StreamYard, and you can have all this compressors and expanders and everything like I got on mine. So I can talk across the room, and it don't matter. It still sounds pretty good, right?
Yeah, it does.
Now, how does it sound when I talk back here? This is about 4 foot away.
That's the same. Honestly,
Not bad.
Same, right?
Not
And how
bad.
does it sound when I talk here? It's about 6 feet away.
I mean, it's a little more quiet. That's
Right, it gets quieter, but it's
Yeah,
still,
you're not having that
I'm
podcasty
not
voice.
a pro at it, but I don't know if does it sound any better than yours? I don't know.
Do I sound
I don't have my
loud? Is that
monitor
what you're
on
saying?
mine.
I like the close up because you can speak soft.
No, he's just saying he's just
so
telling
you
you.
can have like a 2 foot area of voice instead of like a 6 inch is what I'm getting at, right? If you set up your expanders and compressors, you could be back around, yeah, and you could be able to talk, and it'd get you the same way. It expands your voice, so it gets you the same way.
I could be like,
yeah, and your voice would be
All right,
expanded,
guys.
so it
I
would
gotta
sound
take my
like you're
dog
right
inside.
on that sucker.
all right, brother.
guys have a
Thanks
good
for
night.
hanging out. We're wrapping up too. Thank you, bro.
No, it's got to reset. You might have moved it. Probably take a second to kick in, or you might have to do StreamYard to reset it.
No, it's because
There
the
it goes.
jumped to my headset that's not even on. So I do use OBS. I don't know if you could tell that.
No, I don't know. I'm new to streaming in general. I do did OBS for other reasons.
This is OBS that I'm using.
Yeah.
That's not StreamYard.
Yeah, the filters on the microphone, I set up well here, I don't know if you can see my second monitor. I can pull mine up.
That's okay. Let me wrap up the show here.
Yeah, go do that.
But yeah, I mean, I'm always looking to learn. OBS is a deep program, and I do use some things on it. I'm not gonna lie. I think I've learned some things, but it's got a lot to offer. So for sure. And then number 2, yes, Timothy. That's we're gonna get out of here, brother. Tomorrow night. Actually, I haven't decided whether I'm gonna even have a show tomorrow night. We're doing the trick or treating, and you know it only goes till dark, but I don't know if I'll have anything really ready at that time. We'll be busy, so yeah. But yeah, Wednesday will be the next show. Definitely be coming back there. But thanks, brother, for hanging out, and everybody, if you haven't yet, hit that like button. And if you're on the Rumble, guys, hit that Rumble button, please, and leave a comment. Leave a comment down. It really helps the algorithm. Peace out, y'all. Have a great night. Where's my outro? There it is. Thank you. Good night, everybody.